welcome back. Let me just triple check, confirm that I did fix. Okay, come on. Oh, I had it. Sorry, I had my source off. Okay, sorry. I was just gonna triple check that I did change the date to the right day. January 7th, it should be. We're fine. All right, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. We're fine. I'm not gonna autofill it by accident. That's all I needed to know. Anyway, hi. We're gonna villager hunt a little bit today because I am still looking for Tangy. And I got updates for you all about the green card interview yesterday. Oh my god. Yesterday was top tier, one of the most unpleasant days I've had in years. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Oh my god. It ended fine, but it was not a good day. Tangy on the first island would be lovely, Little Tika. Good point. I would greatly appreciate that, Tangy. If you could just show up now, would love that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we're running, apparently. Nice, Flora. I did see that Mike's Mike uploaded a thing about Glee. Dad and I started watching it last night. I posted a picture on Twitter. Well, I tweeted it to Mike. But I posted a picture on Twitter of my cat watching the video. Let me show you. I'll pull it up so you can see. But look at this. I just closed it. Oh my god. I was trying to pull it up. I was trying to like make it full screen and I closed the tab for some reason. How did I even manage that? Okay. Anyway, here's a picture of my cat watching Mike's recap of Glee. So she enjoys it. She's into it. Snap loves Glee, though. Hey, Maria and Mira and Chaos. Thank you for the subs, by the way, everybody. Okay. Anyway, she's a big fan. She's a big fan. I'm gonna drop this off. I don't think I'll bring this with me. Place item. Okay, besties. We are in for it. I don't know how many tickets I have. Let's go find out if anyone dropped any off for me. No, isn't it so funny how there was an SDX drop yesterday? I know. I literally never leave the house. And I even joked, I was like, watch, they're gonna announce something tomorrow. And then they did. It's just an SDX drop. It was fine. It was like a hair and a scenario. But it is just funny how we keep making this joke about how they only do things when I'm busy. I'm telling you, besties, let me know when you want the next expansion pack. I'll like move house or something. And then they'll drop it. Don't worry. Just let me know. Just let me know and I'll make it happen. Hey, Christine and Courtney and Raquel and Mr. and Gabriel and Cottage and Bad Gamer and Frogsy and Maria, thank you for the subs and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna keep villager hunting today. We've been hunting for a while. I've been to 666 islands. Still no Tangy. So that's nice. If you wish to play bingo with us, you are absolutely welcome to join us. Anyone is. Super easy to play. You just click a link in the chat and it'll make you a randomized bingo board like this. And then as I go to the different islands, we're going to see random villagers. And then if I see like Eloise, for example, you just cross Eloise off. You don't need to like have Animal Crossing or know anything about Animal Crossing. It makes the stream more fun to watch, in my opinion, because then we can all sort of like play together, even though it's a single player game. I got bingo last stream. We got bingo in this direction, and I'm one away in a few places. Jacob, Julian, B would get me double bingo. But we've been to so many islands now that we're getting close. But there's a bingo link in the chat. You can always get it by typing !bingo. Don't do it right now because it's going to time out. I'm doing it. But if you need it later or whatever, it's just this link in the chat. We'll get it for you. It'll pop up. People will keep calling it. But super easy to join us. And I think it makes it a little bit more fun to watch. So my title is misspelled. Oh, it says I'm tried of this. Oh, I did typo it. I'm tired of this is what I meant to say. There is a typo in my title. And I did not notice. Thank you for telling me. I updated it. I tried of this. Hey, Saswin, I'm so sorry about my shell, I know. Meg and Molly and Fed and Lavender and Sam and Bex and Emma and Later and Anarchy and Cheese and Jen and Kate and Lilith and Meg and Hunty. Thank you all for the subs and stuff. Anyway, I have tried Tangy and I am tired Tangy. But we're going to keep hunting. And then I think once people have had more of a chance to come in, I'll tell you about the green card interview yesterday. Because, oh my god. Oh my god, is the best way I can describe it. All right, 667. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm streaming an hour earlier than normal because I'm going to see my grandma this weekend. We're driving to my grandma's condo in like South Florida today. And tonight after I get off stream, it's like 4 hours away. We're going to drive after I get off stream. So we were going to leave at 7, but I might get off at like 6:45 so I can finish just like throwing all my stuff in the car. But yeah, I wanted to go live a little bit early so that we could still have like a full stream. And also because I can't stream this weekend because I'm driving to my grandma's place. So... no, I'm not driving, thankfully. No, I am not driving. My parents are driving. We are all going together. We're taking my car, though. So it was decided that my car was more comfortable than taking the Jeep. So we're taking my car. Hello, my friend. First villager today is T-Bone. Oh, boy. It's not a good start. Not a good start. Off to the next one. Hey, Olivia and Cece and Spooked and Abominable and Squish and John and Melly and R and Pixie and Meg and everybody. Thank you for the subs. Destiny too. You dare show your faces for what you did in Candidly Kayla's chat. Okay, so earlier today, you probably know my friend Candidly Kayla is doing a subathon. She's been live for like 2 weeks straight, literally. Like she sleeps on stream. She's literally been live for 2 weeks straight. And today I came in and I was like, because basically in a subathon, when you subscribe or give bits or whatever, it adds time to the clock, so she has to stay live longer. When I was there earlier today, she had like 6 hours left or something, but obviously it keeps going up if people subscribe. Anyway, I was like, I have a resub to share. Should I? And she was like, Kayla, don't you dare. If you share it, I'll ban you. Please let me get off of stream. I can't do this anymore. And then I resubbed. But I didn't do anything worse. I just resubbed. And then I was like, chat, you should give some subs. And then, you know. But anyway, I did get banned twice, but only temporarily. I was unbanned afterward. Also, I discovered, can I show you a screenshot? Oh, I was like dying laughing. I was like near tears over this. I didn't know. So a bunch of streamers, this is a screenshot of Kayla's stream. A bunch of streamers have like this little thing like that pops up, and it usually will be like, oh, like it like says hi to new chatters if it's like their first chat. It will, you know, like call out people that are new to the stream. She also has a setting on that says when people get banned. So she banned me, and then it popped up like lilsimsie has been banned, and then she started banning all of our friends, and she was like, Mifyard has been banned. I didn't know she had this pop-up though. Obviously I'd never seen that before, but look at this. It fully popped up that I was banned. Anyway, I was giggling a lot. Obviously it was just, she banned us as a joke, but I didn't know that you could do that you could have a pop-up that says like a username who's been banned. That's so chaotic. Just call them out, you know? I respect it. It's Pierce. Hey, Breezy and Michelle and Lissa and Kat and Nessie and Destiny, thank you for the subs. Yeah, no, fully exposed. Yeah, I saw she banned Dan later too. She said that in our Discord. She was like, Dan wasn't even there. Dan wasn't involved at all. Like, all the rest of us were there in her chat, sort of tormenting her. Dan wasn't even there. And then, like, an hour later, she sends a screenshot saying she banned Dan too so he wouldn't feel left out. Let me check. Hang on. I don't think I've ever banned Kayla in my chat, but I've banned Dan a significant number of times. I feel bad. Yeah, Dan's been banned 69 times in my chat. So, speaking of which, let's go to Island 669. Oops, I pressed it too many times. Go back, 669. You ruined the joke. Oh, there we go. There we go. Use Nook Miles ticket. No, we can't ban him again. The last time we banned him was in like December of 2021, and then we discovered that it was the 69th time, so we can't ban him again. It's funny to like ban and unban people, especially when they do things that are not really bannable. You know, where it's like lilsimsie resubs to you and you're like, no, this isn't unacceptable. Anyway, let me tell you about the green card interview. Oh my god. Okay, so Basically, as you all probably know, Dan and I have been in this immigration process for like 2 years. And finally, we obviously in August, once he came here, we filed to adjust status. We had a K-1 visa, then he filed to adjust status. This is Paolo. From that to get his permanent residency, his green card. Well, that was in August. Finally, we get last month the green card interview date assigned for yesterday. Basically, USCIS tells you to come into their offices and be interviewed by them. And they want to, basically prove that you're really in a relationship, essentially, that you're not, doing it fraudulently. For example, in terms of marriage fraud, it would be, maybe you and your friend got married just so that your friend could get a green card. You're not actually in a relationship. You only did it for the green card. Something like that. Or maybe, they're really worried about, trafficking and stuff, too, obviously. But that's, the whole point of the interview is to, see what's going on and actually see you in person together, because he already had an interview in the UK before he got his visa at the embassy. Anyway, so second interview, we go back. Our appointment was at 11:35, right? So we get there. I got there at 10:45 because I was really nervous and anxious and I wanted to be there early. I had all this paperwork that I had worked on preparing evidence-wise. I was really stressed about it. Well, we get there, it's 10:45. You go through security, you go sit in. We literally waited for 4 hours for them to get to us. Normally it's not that bad. From what I've read online, people were like, yeah, we waited an hour and a half. No, we were there for 4 hours. Anyway, so they finally call our number. This is Poncho. And then he's like, can I see your letter, your invitation letter telling you to come to the interview? And then we're like, oh yeah, here it is. And then he was like, that's what I thought. Go back and sit down and someone will come back and get you and tell you what to do in a few minutes. And we were like, huh? You didn't tell anybody else that. What does that mean? What are you talking about? We've been seeing them all go in this whole time. What? So we're sitting there what's going on? Freaking out for 30 minutes until he finally comes back and calls us again. And he says that their system was down. They were having issues with accessing the case files online. They're the system was having problems. And so basically they thought that they couldn't load our case. It wasn't working. So they couldn't load the file. So they were gonna just dismiss us and send us home and waive the interview. But then they managed to load it in. So they called us back anyway. But I was so anxious when that happened. And also I think I would have been really annoyed if I had come there and waited for 4 hours just to then have them waive it and send us home. But anyway, we finally went in there. And it was so bizarre. It was so different than I was expecting. I had read people say online that they didn't bother looking at the photos, or it was really casual, conversation. Well, it was very casual. The man literally answered a call from his wife on his cell phone in the middle of us talking to him. Here I've been stressing this interview for 2 years. And then he's talking to his wife on the phone in the middle of the interview. And then he was like, oh yeah, we bought a car this week and we had to do an inspection on it. So she was just updating me on it. And I was like, okay. He basically was going through our case and talking out loud to himself while he was looking at the file. This is Zucker. So he was barely asking us he wasn't even really asking us anything. He was just going through the case, talking out loud to himself at us. The only question he asked me was, what are my in-laws' names? What are Dan's parents' names? Is the only question he asked me. And then he had to ask Dan a lot of questions are you a terrorist? Have you illegally voted in the US? Down the whole list of have you broken this law, this law, this law? Obviously the answer is no, I haven't, no, I haven't, no, I haven't, no, I haven't. And that was the whole thing. And then he was so where do you guys live? And then I was like, oh, well, we live, here, but we just bought a house. We haven't moved in yet. And then he was like, oh, that's cool. What was the interest rate on your mortgage? But he didn't even ask. But then I was like, oh, I have some paperwork from the house. Do you want to see the mortgage so that for evidence? And he was like, oh yeah, I guess I can scan that into your file. So I brought all this evidence and he didn't even want to see it. He didn't even care. and then we just left. And then he also was he didn't say if we were approved or not, but he was talking to us a lot about how we seemed really normal and had good chemistry and we were fine, was pretty much the way he was talking about it. And then he was like, if I approve you today, it'll take 2 weeks to update in the system, and then you'll get the green card in 30 days. but he didn't actually say we were approved. Anyway, it was all so weird. This is Maddie, by the way. It was just, and we had waited there for so long. Like, I was there from like 10 a.m. until like 3 p.m. Like, it was just, but anyway, Dan will probably have his green card in the next month or so, which is good. Yeah, I mean, he might not be allowed to say that we're approved until we actually get approved, but I've seen people online say they were told they were approved, so I don't know. But it was just very different than I was expecting. I thought he was going to actually ask us questions. He also was like, it mostly was him talking to himself, to be honest. But he also, at one point, he was like, oh, so you probably don't have, like, because he asked if Dan had any U.S. IDs, and we were like, well, we have the work permit, but he only got it last week. And he was like, no driver's license? And we were like, no, he only got the work permit literally 1 week ago. Like, we couldn't even, up until last week, he couldn't even get one. And he was like, oh, yeah. So I guess you probably don't have, like, a bank or anything yet. And we were like, yeah, we don't. Because he didn't get the work permit until last week. But it was really weird. And then he kept talking. So with the K1 visa, you have to get a medical exam in your, like, home country before you move, before they give you the visa. Like, you have to have the medical exam done before you get the visa. But you also have to have a medical exam done for, like, any green card in the US. So a lot of people, like, if you get, like, a spousal visa, you have to have the medical exam here once you get here. Well, he kept talking, like, he would be like, the issue with K1s is that you do the medical in another country and you only have, like, a year in between, like, the filing of the adjustment of status and the medical, so you better have it right. And we were like, yeah, we filed in August and had the medical in June. Like, it's fine. And then he kept being like, are you sure? And I was like, it literally says it right there. Like, you can see it on the paper. What do you... But he kept being like, the problem with K1s. Yeah, I know. But, like, if we did it in June, filed in August, that's within a year. It's only like 2 months. Anyway, it was very bizarre. The whole thing was really bizarre. And he obviously seemed very stressed because, like, they were so behind all day because, like, the system was down. So it was they're like 4 hours behind. But it was just really odd. It was really odd. Anyway, he said we're probably approved, basically. So I don't know, it's just the whole thing. And plus, Dan and I are, like, sitting there in the room, like, so stressed out for hours just waiting. And then he calls us and is like, go back and sit down and we'll tell you what they're going to decide about your case. And, like, didn't even take us in. But then, like, they sent us back to sit down, but then they kept taking people after us to get interviewed. So we were like, why did you sit us down? What's wrong with us? Why are they fine? And then, like, people that came in after us were being interviewed. And then they were like, oh, yeah, we finally loaded your case, so now we can interview. It was just so weird. It was so weird and scary, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't cry either, so. But anyway, I was really stressed. This is Tybalt. Yeah, no, I bet, like, everyone working there was having a really bad day. He also said they had to call in a bunch of people that didn't usually work that day, like, because they needed, like, extra people to be doing interviews to try and fix the backlog. So I imagine it was a very stressful day in that building for them as well. But, like, it was just really bizarre. Definitely abnormal for how those interviews are supposed to go, based on everything I've ever read online about them. So, anyway, it was weird. So... yeah, it feels good that it's over, although I would like to know if he's, like, I just want it to be approved, and I want him to have the green card in hand, you know? That would be useful. But it is good because for a long time, a big concern of ours was that we didn't know if Dan would be able to leave the country in time to go to his brother's wedding, because we didn't know, like, how long things were processing. And we first filed this in August, the adjustment of status, and his brother is getting married this August, so it would have been a year, but, like, I had seen so many things from COVID of, like, really unpredictable processing time, so we were really worried that he wouldn't be able to go to Liam's wedding in August, but now that the interview is over, and we should have it in, like, a month, like, it should be fine, he should be able to go to the wedding, which is obviously a huge relief. It would suck if he missed Liam's wedding, you know? But it's gonna be fine, hopefully, so that's good. Hannah, I'm pretty sure now that it's approved, the backlog with the green card isn't so much like the processing of it after the interview. It's like the getting up to the interview is the backlog. This is Tom. So I don't think it'll take a long time to process the green. Like, we already did the waiting. I don't think there'll be like an extra wait now, more so than normal. Does that make sense? Anyway, it's all very odd. So, hey, Jasmine and Hellcat and Kylie and TJC and Mick and Anonymous and Greek Girl and Josh and Megan and Zankies and Embery and Vampire and Livid and Bear. Thank you all for the subs. Hellcat said, so when you got asked by your in-laws' names, where you answered Mr. and Mrs. Duck Dan, right? No, but you know what I did say was, his mom's name is Becky. Obviously her full name is not Becky, it's Rebecca. But like, he was like, what are your in-laws' names? And I was like, Becky, Rebecca. Because obviously on the paper he has, it says her full name. So I got a little stumble a little bit, but like, I think that's fine. Anyway. Green card took like 10 days to get your husband once he was accepted. That's probably a good sign. I don't know if it'll actually take 30 days, but I think that's fine though. I feel like you calling her a nickname is not like a red flag. Like, that probably is a green flag, you know? But anyway, it was weird. The whole interview was weird. Dan and Ari, thank you for the subs, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like more familial, exactly. But anyway, it's weird. The whole situation is so weird. This is Rory. Okay. Goodbye. Wait, someone in your legacy family in The Sims died randomly? It like just played the hysterical music and then the urn just popped up. There was no Grim. Oh, that's so weird. I hate when there's like death glitches and then the death just like the urn just appears. You didn't get a chance for Grim Reaper to come and you could plead. That sucks. That does suck. Anyway. It's all very interesting. Immigration. It was fun though, because obviously at USCIS, that's the US Citizenship and Immigration Services. So not everyone there was like doing the same interview we were. But like there was also people there that like obviously had gotten citizenship that day. When Dan and I first pulled up and were like getting out of the car, a bunch of people were coming out of the building holding like mini American flags. And then like walking with their family and hugging them and taking pictures because they had, I assume, just like become citizens, which is so cute. It was like making me feel emotional. Like the way that they were all coming out and like they were taking photos with their family and I was like, oh my gosh, you just became a citizen. That's so exciting. What a big day. But like they gave them all little tiny flags. They had like little tiny American flags they were holding. It was quite cute. But there was like probably like at least 7 or 8 people came out with them while we were getting there, which is kind of fun. Oh my god, it's Naomi. That's so American though. It might be, I don't know, becoming a citizen of a new country is a really big deal. So I don't really think that them giving you a tiny flag is like abnormal in any way. Your country might do that too. I don't know much about other countries' citizenship tests and stuff, but it is a big deal everywhere to become a citizen of a new country, so. Anyway, do that here where you are too? Yeah, I would assume a lot of places do stuff like that. But anyway, it was sweet how happy everybody was. So, you got a little German flag badge when you got naturalized. Yeah, that's cute. See, that's fun. Hurry up. Your sim self died from story progression? Oh no. I usually have my sim self in a lot of saves that I play in. It pops up like, Kayla has died from eating a cow plant. Oh boy. Okay, 678. Little tiny friend. It's Iggly. You're quite cute. Very nice. Oh, I might dig that up. There is a tracker for villagers we found. I keep it in my Discord though, Lullaby. But we have a list in the Discord of all the villagers in a channel called Villager Hunt. Someone also asked how me and Dan decided to move to the US instead of the UK. People ask this all the time. There's not like one single answer to that. Obviously, not an easy decision. Something that heavily influenced it, though, was when we initially applied. So the visa that we used, there's sort of like an equivalent in the UK. But Dan couldn't have sponsored me for it. Like, you have to make a certain amount of money to sponsor it. It's like basically above the poverty line for two people is the number in both the US and the UK, but it's a little bit higher in the UK because your partner can't work when they first come here. So they have to like see your tax returns and stuff and then prove that like you make enough money to support both of you. That's the idea, is they just want to know that you can support the two of you on one income. So they want to see your income. Anyway, Dan didn't make enough money at the time to sponsor me anyway, so that wasn't like really an option for that visa at least. And then also I was just like more established, right? Like I had moved out, I have a car, I like have all this furniture and stuff, whereas Dan had just graduated college also, but was living at his parents' house. So like we just had a lot easier of a transition to come here. We were like more set up. Also, I have a cat. Moving her to the UK would have been a disaster. That was one of the biggest things too, is like I can't move Snap across I mean, she's 13. She can't go across the ocean. She would be miserable. And then moving pets to the UK, they don't have rabies in the UK. So you have to like, they make your pets like quarantine and stuff when they get there for a while to like confirm they don't have rabies. It's like a whole, that wasn't really an option, to be honest with you. So anyway. Cat was a big part of it. Money was a big part of it, you know. Wait. I got bingo again. Oh my god, it's my second bingo. Oh my gosh. That is okay. I'm winning. I seriously am winning. Anyway, big day. Thank you, Jacob. I love you so much, bestie. Someone else asked if the weather was a part of it. You know, you guys in the UK really complain a lot about your weather. Personally, I would rather that than this. I know the sun in Florida is lovely, but my God, is it so hot here literally all the time. Like, I personally would prefer to live not in Florida if it were easier. So, same thing, I would much rather, I think I like the UK better than the US, but don't tell the government I said that. I love America, and you should give Dan his green card because we love America so much. I love America. With all my heart, I love it in America. But I don't know if I like it so much in Florida. So, it's a negative. For many reasons, so. Anyway, 679 that was, we're on 680. Anyway, give Dan his green card, please. Caroline, Matt, Zane, Pink, Crossing, Bree, Sky, thank you all for the subs and stuff. You know, Blue Moon, here's the thing. I don't know, I don't really want to live in Florida. I don't, do any of us? However, my whole family lives in Florida. I grew up in Florida. Like, do I want to move somewhere where I don't have any support system? Not really either. So, I don't know. Maybe someday, but not right now. This is Benjamin. You know, it's not like up and moving to a different state is easy. Plus, like, Dan already moved country. Like, let's have one familiar thing, you know? But anyway, it's a weird thing. Trying to make decisions like that, so. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a huge deal to have, like, some support system, especially when, like, Dan obviously moved countries. Even just down to, like this weekend, like, my brother's gonna watch my cat, you know? Like, it's really nice to have family around for reasons like that. It's just, it's a big difference. So moving away from that is not really, like, an easy choice, so. But anyway. Oh, hello. Hello. Cat's here. Speaking of cats. She's come to say hi. She's like, I don't want to leave Florida. I like to look at the lizards. Come here. You want to jump up? Yeah, you do. Hey, Sabrina, Lolly, Caroline, Matt, Zane, thank you for the subs. Oh, Fall Guys in the future. Do you know what, Zane? My dad literally hates Fall Guys. My dad, he says that, like, when he watches, it's not that he hates, my cat is standing in front of my chat, by the way. It's not that he hates the game. It's that he hates how bad I am at it. And so when he watches, he's like, oh, don't fall. Oh, and then he gets all angry and he gets like mad watching me play Fall Guys. But he like can't look away. So my dad hates when I play Fall Guys. He always complains about it. Anyway, here's Ass Turd. I think that is funny. I like Fall Guys, it's fun. Yeah, ban my dad for backseating. I know. Fall Guys is cross-platform, right? Like, could I play with my dad on PlayStation and me on PC? Because I should see if he wants to play. That would be fun. Can you do that? Yes? Oh my gosh. That's good to know. I'm pretty sure it's cross-platform, so that would be really fun, actually. I bet he would be so bad at it. Genuinely, I bet he would suck. He'd want to play, though, probably. We could also play Mario Golf with my dad. That would be fun. My dad likes Mario Golf. That could be a Play Live thing. We could do that during Play Live. That actually is a fun idea. Interesting. Interesting. Where is Dan's office compared to where I am? Dan's office is right here. Behind this wall. The doors are next to each other. My door is like on this wall. But yeah, he's right there. His desk is on the other wall though. Like my desk is on this wall, and his shelves are on the same wall as this, and then he's facing that way, basically. Athena and Clover and Sabrina and Lolly and Maya, thank you for the subs and stuff. All right, 682. No, my plant did not die, Emily. This is Muffy. Jeffrey, my plant, he almost died. He had a near-death experience when I helped Dan move to the US. My parents watered all my plants downstairs. My mom gets mad when I say parents. My dad watered all my plants downstairs, but forgot about Jeffrey, who was in here, because all my other plants are together downstairs. Anyway, the rest of them were fine. Jeffrey, who is not this one, it was a different plant that I used to have in here. He was like this, and then when I got home, he was like this. And then I had to put Jeffrey into the hospital, which was my patio, so he could get more sunlight. And he's doing a lot better. He's more like this now. So he's not dead. He's just ugly. So he's not behind me anymore. No, not Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Landgrab. Different capitalist. Same vibes, though. But anyway. he is ugly, though. My plant is ugly now. But he's coming back, so. I feel very attached to that plant because I've had him since I moved into here. But I will say he's not as pretty as he once was. So. Anyway, 683. Yeah, different spelling too. Jeff with a G is his name. Oop, that's Boomer. Time to go. Did you all see that Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter? Just go away. Oh my god. Anyway, different capitalist, but same vibes. All right, 684. Okay, next. You're gonna buy it first, don't worry. Hey, Twitter, I offer you, what if we like, okay, Twitter, listen. I'll give you a shout out in a YouTube video. And then, can I buy Twitter with that? 20 bucks. My number is, no, I give him 50 for Twitter. No, I actually don't have any interest in owning something like that. That sounds, I'll pay him an exposure. That seems really stressful. I don't want to be involved in that. I'll stay away from that, please. No, thank you. Oh, it's snowing where you are? Oh my god. I'm really sorry. Genuinely, I'm really sorry. Should I brag about my weather? Oh my god, ew. It is 88 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment. For my dears, that is 31 Celsius. So. $6.84. Annalise. Not to be confused with Annalisa. There's two of them, Annalise and Annalisa. That one's Annalise. Would you buy Facebook? Oh my god. Facebook's even worse. Do you know what I realized recently that I didn't like? I think the kids aren't on Twitter, right? Like the people my sister's age, the teens, they're not on Twitter so much. Does that make us old for being on Twitter? And are we the new Facebook on Twitter? I know that like some of you are. Some of you are, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing. But like most of my sister's friends have no interest in Twitter at all. That is a shame. There's still a lot of like stan Twitter stuff going on, which is good. For Twitter, maybe, I don't know about. But anyway, most of the teens my sister knows are not on Twitter, which doesn't bode well for us. I don't use Snapchat like they do. And that makes me feel nervous because I'm like, what if I'm old for refusing to use Snapchat like that? But in my mind, I had Snapchat in middle school. Like, I'm not interested in Snapchat, you know? But like, I've always had one, I just don't really use it. But like the kids, they all Snapchat each other. Even when I was in college, this is a cat, but not the right one. When I was in college, like people would exchange Snapchats instead of phone numbers. I never understood that. This is Kabuki, by the way. You'd be like in class and they would be like, oh, can I get your Snap? Like so you could talk about homework or whatever, or like send them the notes if they missed class. What, you want me to send you the notes on Snapchat? Why? They would like pull up their Snapchat QR code and be like, can I get your Snap? But everybody did that. Doesn't that make no sense? I don't get it. I never understood that. I was like, why can't we just text each other about that? Like, anyway, I don't like Snapchat, never did. Because they disappear? Yeah, but I don't think that makes any sense. I don't mean like, we're not talking about like cheating. I'm talking about like, hey, I missed class yesterday. Like, what did they talk about? I'm not talking about like, oh, give me the homework answers. Like, I'm just talking like general, like, hey, friend from class, did I miss anything important? Like, that's, you don't need those to delete. You like don't want that to delete, you know? I just don't understand it. It makes me feel old. But anyway. Anyway, 686. Rolf? Hello. Goodbye. Hey, Fufu and Tilly and H and Michaela and Potato and Gabby and Creepy and Snake and Dead on Arrival. Thank you all for the subs and bits and stuff. Okay. You had Messenger for groups for your class? People used GroupMe for like class groups when I was in college. Do I have the app still? I don't think so. No, I don't. People used GroupMe for stuff like that, and there would be like GroupMe for the whole class. But then, not so much the ones that I was in, because I wasn't always in them, but like people started getting caught for like sharing test answers in those, and then I don't know if they do them anymore still. You have to be real dumb to do that, by the way. What are you doing posting test answers in a group chat with like the entire class in it? You think they're not gonna find out about that? Like, hello? Come on. And you're like, your full name's attached. It's not even a fake account. It's like your full name's attached to it. So why are you doing that? Like, why would you post that? No, the professor's not in it usually. I don't even know how they like form them, to be honest. But like, they would oftentimes, maybe the TA would do it, or if it was not the TA, I assume they would, a student would make it and then share answers and then get in trouble. But like, you think there's like, sometimes like, and like in those big lecture classes, there could be like a couple hundred people in there. You think you're not gonna get caught sharing test answers in a group that big? No sense. That makes no sense. Oh, you got engaged! Congratulations, that's so exciting. And Rhiannon, thank you for the 13 months. Who is that? I forget what its name is. It's scary is what it is. Chester, that's the name. Ready to go home. Time to go. Wait, in your political science class, they made a whole Google Doc to share the answers with their school accounts attached? No, they did not use their school emails to make the Google Doc. To share test answers? Nonsense. Nonsense. You think you're not gonna get caught doing that? You're a professor and you frequently are in the group and they don't usually know you are. Oh, that's really interesting. I bet they don't check. Anyway, that's really funny that they made a Google Doc to share answers with their school emails attached. Like, think for 1 second. And that's so bad. You could get, like, expelled. You don't want to get in trouble for cheating. And that's really bad. Really bad. Oh, hey, Raven, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. You were very kind. Okay, 688. Ooh. Caroline. They don't check what the students don't check the group me for the professor probably. I was gonna say they don't check like what the group me for answers. If they got if someone got reported for sharing answers, they absolutely will check. I'll tell you that much. They will check. They will find out. Yeah, I never really liked being in the group me for class either, because a lot of people, like, in the group me's that I was in college, it would be people, like, asking for help with the homework, or, like, asking questions that were really obvious. Like, they would be like, oh, what was the homework? When it's, like, on the Canvas, like, the school website, like, we have, like, the class website, you know, on Canvas, and it's, like, right there, and they're like, oh, when is the quiz due? When the timer, like, it says it right there. It's, what do you mean? Like, didn't you check first? Like, and then, like, the rest of the people are like, it says it right there. And that's all the replies. Yeah. Everyone's like, read the syllabus. I would be embarrassed if I asked a question like that and then everyone replied, like, read the syllabus. Oh. Anyway, 689. Come on. Hello. Oh my gosh, Lavender, really? What is your name? Frigga. I always get these ones confused. Like Frigga and Aurora and Gwen. Those three I always get confused. You teach at a university and you once had a student submit a paper to you with embedded Wikipedia links in it because they had copy and pasted sections of the Wikipedia pages of their essay. Oh, come on! Try a little bit harder. I can't believe they... How do you think you're not gonna get caught doing that? Like... Oh my gosh. In this day and age, too, come on. Like they say, Jesse, Lavender, Fick, and Avon, and Kayla, thank you all for the subs and stuff, too. Oh. Come on, at least change, you know, like... Anyway, that's funny. Very funny. When you were an English teacher, you had a student pay a service to write an essay and it was all wrong. He paid someone and they did it wrong. That's actually quite funny. If you literally paid someone to do it and they didn't even do it right. Oh boy. That's a good one, actually. All right, 690. What do we got? This is like 69, but extreme. Oh, it's Jeremiah. We've seen a couple of cats today, but not the right cat. We saw what, Kabuki and Tom maybe today? Did you say extreme 69? Yeah, I did. I did. Mm-hmm. Aminta, thank you for the 20-month resub, by the way. All right, 691. Come on. Come on. We're never gonna get tangy at this point. I'm so, like... I truly think I'm never gonna find her. I know it's only been, like, 700 tickets, and that's not that bad compared to what I've done in the past. But, like, I'm not sure. This is my longest consecutive hunt now. When I hunted for Pietro, we kept autofilling and coming back. This is my longest consecutive hunt, I think. Do I have Easter plans? Yeah, I'm going to see my grandma this weekend. We're driving down to visit my grandma. So, well, we're coming back on Sunday in the morning. So that, we're coming back on Easter. But we're going, like, tonight to go see my grandma. So, is that Bettina? I think so. So that'll be nice. That'll be good. Are we gonna do an egg hunt? You know, we like to do those. Sometimes, like, we'll do some, switcheroos. Like, my mom will hide eggs for us, and then we'll hide eggs for them. It's kind of exciting. I like playing games like that. I love an excuse to, oh, but listen, I'm not religious, besties. I hate to say it, but, like, I love an excuse to have a holiday. I'll hide some Easter eggs. I'll bake a cake, I don't know. I love any excuse to celebrate, you know? It's just kind of cute. I like it. So, forgot Easter was this weekend. Oh, I knew. I've been looking forward to this because I'm going to see my grandma and I've been counting down the days. I've had a really stressful week. That visa interview. Yesterday, it was too much, besties. It was too much. You know what? It's one of those things, you know, when you do something that isn't actually that tiring, but when you leave, you feel so exhausted. Like, all I did yesterday was sit there feeling anxious, waiting for the interview for 4 hours. But when I left, I was, like, so drained. I was exhausted because I was, like, in this extremely high stress situation for a very long time. Oh, it was so exhausting. Anyway, this is Allie. But all we did was sit there. We didn't even, like, but no, I was so tired yesterday after that. I was stressed. Okay. Let me open this. Fruit basket. Oh, that's cute. I like it. Yeah, it's like the anticipation and the anxiety of it all. And then I mentioned this earlier, but if you missed it, we waited for like 4 hours, and then he called our number, and then he was like, can I see the letter we sent you? And then we were like, yeah, here it is. And then he was like, ah, right, I see. Okay, well, they're gonna call you back up in a few minutes to tell you what's going on. And we were like, huh? And then he was like, go sit back down. And we were like, what? He was like, someone else is gonna make a decision and they'll call you back in a few minutes. And then like 45 minutes later, we get called back and actually do the interview. But apparently their like system was down, so they couldn't load into our case file. And that's why that was happening. It was like, so it backed up for 4 hours because the system was down and they couldn't get into our file specifically. It was like not working. So they considered waiving our interview, but they didn't tell us that. So meanwhile, they send us back to sit down and then they keep calling people after us. And so we were like, what's going on? Like, what do you mean? What did we do? But it wasn't even our fault. It just, the case file wasn't loading because their system was down. I was so stressed out. Anyway, it was really unpleasant. So it was so bad when like the people after us that got there after us started getting called, and then like they went in, did the whole interview, and came back out before we got called again. We were like, what is going on? Anyway, it was fine. Everything was fine. This is Pashmina. Thank you. Goodbye. You would hate that? Yeah, I know. I was so stressed out. The whole thing, they make the whole thing like so mysterious and like such an ordeal, you know? That was 693. Anyway, we got very unlucky, it seems. So, no, they ended up doing the interview. They ended up being able to access it. And then he was like, I'm gonna try and go really slow because I don't want to like mess with it too much in case it crashes on us again. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But we did end up managing to do it. The thing is, they would have waived it. He even said to us when we got in there, he was like, yeah, I thought they were gonna waive your interview, but they didn't. They managed to open it. And if they had waived it, they would have just like sent us home and then like marked off, interview waived, issue green card. I've heard of them doing that before, like for people during COVID. they would have them come in for biometrics, like to do the fingerprints and like pictures and stuff, and then just waive the interview and then give them the green card instead of making them come back for the interview, in our case, like months later. But they didn't waive. I don't think they're doing it as much anymore, but I heard of that happening a lot in COVID, them waiving interviews. But I would have honestly been kind of annoyed if I had come all the way there and been that stressed and like spent all this time getting all my paperwork together and my evidence together just to then have to get waived over 4 hours of sitting there. I would have been like, are you serious? Can you please look at my papers? I worked so hard on these. It's fine. The actual interview was like 30 minutes probably. This is Peck. Most of it was just him like going through our case and talking out loud, like to himself while he was looking at it. He'd be like, and also we had to bring like our original birth certificates, and he had like a scan that we had sent him of our birth certificates, and so he would like look at the copy and then look at the original and be like, that's fine. Like most of it was that. It was like, he didn't even really care to see the evidence that I made. It's fine. I did give it to him though, and he was like, oh, I can scan it into your file, and I was like, yes, please. Anyway, it was all very bizarre. But anyway, it's done now, so. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just to make sure that Dan is a person, that he is who he said he was, and that I guess I'm who I said I was, and that we're actually in a relationship. He wasn't a scrapbooking fan. No, I didn't make, here's the other thing. So I had brought in a bunch of pictures, but I printed them on regular paper, like printer paper, and I wrote like what was going on in the pictures on them, because I knew that like they sometimes want to see pictures, because it like can be helpful evidence. So I had like pictures of, you know, like when we went to my cousin's wedding and like the whole family all in a big group photo, stuff like that, you know? And I wrote what it all was. Well, then we get there and a bunch of people, first of all, a bunch of them brought their lawyers to the interview. I am of the opinion that you don't really need to have a lawyer for the K-1 visa. You can do it yourself. I don't know if it's worth paying a lawyer for that. But a lot of them brought lawyers to the interview, and so I was like, oh my God, they have lawyers here. Like, that's intimidating. Like, did we mess up by not having a lawyer here? No, it was fine. You don't need a lawyer. Still feel that way. Anyway, this is meringue. But they also had like legit photo albums, like scrapbook photo albums. And I had read people doing that, but in my head, I was like, I'm going to bring photos that they can keep, because then they can like keep them in the file. And I'm not going to like leave my, they don't want like a photo album. I'm going to bring photos they can have, you know, to put in the file with it. But then when I was sitting there for 4 hours overthinking, because it took so long, I was like, should I have brought an actual photo album? Like, did I do it wrong? Are they gonna turn me away? But it was fine. They didn't even look. He didn't even care. Anyway, I think that it's not worth getting a lawyer for these visas, because most people don't use lawyers for like K-1 and spousal visas. Most of the time, immigration lawyers deal with like other family visas. And so really like, I've just heard so many stories of them like messing up, or taking a long time to file. And the thing is, like, the adjustment of status paperwork that we had to send to them, it was like, here's my birth certificate, here's Dan's birth certificate, here's like a big form, but it's not hard to fill out, here's like my tax documents, you know, like it was just a lot of stuff like that. But you're gonna have to get all those things yourselves anyway to give to the lawyer in the first place. Like, you'd have to get all that together to give to them to assemble. So I feel like at that point, why spend like thousands of dollars for them to do it? But I just don't think it's worth it for the K-1 visa. There's other ones that are, but I don't think that you need one for a K-1 or a spousal visa. Because you have to do all the work anyway, you know? Is that one Goose or no, Benedict? Benedict, it's Benedict, right? This one's Benedict. Egbert. Oh my God, I was wrong twice. It's Egbert. Oops. Okay, next. Anyway, but yeah, like all of the adjustment of status is just like your personal information, so I don't think you need a lawyer's help to file it. And I just hear stories of them taking like so long to do it as well. And then, like, at that point, you could have filed it yourself weeks ago and been, like, further ahead in the process. I just don't trust them, so. I want to fly. Do I think it's bad if you eat your Easter egg now? No, have it now. You deserve it. Goose is white. Yeah. Goose is white. What does Benedict look like then? Well, yeah, if your case is more complicated, like if you've previously overstayed your status and stuff, then you might need a lawyer. But the average person doesn't need a lawyer for a K-1 visa. Obviously, there's like circumstances where you might need help, but I think the most person doesn't have that kind of thing. But I think also maybe if you think that you like, maybe if like English isn't your first language and you're gonna have a hard time with the paperwork, it might be helpful to have someone help you with it, like a lawyer. But if at least one of you speaks English, that's a huck. You should probably be okay. But I can see like if that is a concern, it might help to have a lawyer to like look over, because it's confusing like legal stuff even to me. So anyway. It's all very interesting. You're convinced Hangy's in my queue? I don't think she is. I went to like 2,000 tickets for Pietro and I never found, he wasn't in my queue, and then I found him, so. By Easter eggs, do you mean like hard-boiled eggs or like chocolate? Lauren, I assume they mean chocolate, like sweets. I doubt they mean like eggs, like chicken eggs. I mean, I guess they might. Some people do that, right? But I think most people associate it with chocolate. One thing that I wish that America did more for Easter is have giant chocolate eggs. Like, Dan talks about how you'll have like, you know how we have like chocolate bunnies? I assume you do too. But they'll have like a chocolate egg. We don't really do that. No, we don't have those. It is a real shame. You probably could find some somewhere, but that like that's not common. That's like not really like the thing for Easter. That is a culture shock. It is. It's upsetting. But we don't really do that. And that's so abnormal for you. Like that's like the thing. But we don't really do that. If you went to like, I don't know, you might find like a fancy chocolate egg, but you're not going to get like a Cadbury chocolate egg, you know? Most of the time, like the regular, like in the grocery store, it's just bunnies. Like it's like a chocolate bunny from Hershey's, and Reese's has a chocolate bunny, and like they all have chocolate bunnies, but not so much eggs. So, isn't that terrible? I think an egg is cooler, but they all have bunnies. And they'll have like mini ones, I guess, but you won't get like a big one. And they'll do like, most people, like your family might buy like a bunch of plastic eggs and then fill them with candy. Like you might buy like a set of plastic eggs to hide around the house, and then you'd fill them with like M&Ms or, you know, whatever your choice of candy is. But we don't really do like big chocolate eggs or like solid chocolate eggs. That's not really a thing. Yeah, because you hide like the chocolate ones. Yeah, we don't really do that. We put chocolate in eggs and then hide them. We don't really do chocolate though because I live in Florida. So, other things, you know, we used to do when I was a kid. Oh, it's Roswell. $6.99. But anyway, yeah, the Easter Bunny here in Florida mostly just hides like other kinds of eggs because we don't want them to melt. But anyway, your family likes to dye eggs. We never did that really. That's kind of fun. Okay. Lizard egg. Don't talk about lizard eggs to me. Oh my god, it's too soon. Do you know there's still lizard eggs in my wall? We still haven't covered it or like taken it out. Did you hear about that? Okay, I know some of you know, but I'll tell the story again just in case you don't. So in my new house, they had like a, what's it called? Intercom system from like a couple of the room. Like it was like instead of a doorbell, they had like the intercom system, and they had it like go to the patio. There was one on the patio. There was one like in the bedroom. There was one upstairs, like in the hallway. They had a few of these intercoms, right? They didn't work. And so we were taking them out and just like patching the hole in the wall. But one of them was like on the back patio, right? Well, when they took the front panel of it off, it was literally full of eggs. Full of eggs. So like they opened into it and it was just eggs. All the size of your thumbnail basically. Open, like hatched. Full of eggs in the wall. It's definitely a gecko that had laid these eggs. But there's probably like 50 eggs in my wall. And they're still there. This is Knox. Because nobody wants to touch it yet. They lived there first, exactly. It's not like, I don't know how old they are. But anyway, there's a significant amount of eggs in my wall. So, happy Easter. Yeah, they lived there first. It was their house first. These are my new roommates. It's fine. Daniel, yeah. Are you uploading the video? Yes. Okay, I'm dropping frames. To avoid making it even worse. Don't worry. If I'm lagging, it's because we're uploading a video right now. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, that's good. You can just tell a little bit. It's fine. It'll be over in a couple minutes. So sorry. So sorry. Oh my god. Do you know what my dad told me recently? He never had told me this before. I'm sorry. This is going to be a conversation about snakes, by the way. So you can mute for the next, like, 120 seconds. I'll be fast. But my dad told me, I live in Florida, okay? There's snakes. We recently, like, so my parents have, like, a patio outside of their house. And they recently, like a few years ago, extended the patio up to like the back door. It's hard to explain. But basically like they had a back door and a sliding glass door. And the patio was like in front of the sliding glass door. But they recently like extended it to go like up to the other door too. My dad said, what? It's about the snakes, Dad. Is Mom listening? Close the stream. Anyway, Celia. So there used to be underneath the back door, because it was like, it was just like a little tiny concrete slab, like underneath the door, and then grass all around. Well, when they had to get rid of that tiny concrete slab to put, like, the whole patio there was apparently, like, a nest of snakes. Like a couple big snakes, like the mommy snake, and a significant number of baby snakes all underneath the concrete slab when they opened it up to, like... I know, isn't that horrible? He didn't tell me that until, like, 2 weeks ago. And that was like 4 years ago at this point. Anyway, horrible. Yeah, snakes are good, blah, blah, blah. They aren't like dangerous snakes. Snakes are just so creepy. I know that they're not like gonna, these are just like the black racer kind. They're not gonna like hurt you. But snakes are so creepy. The way that they move, slithering is so unpleasant. They have no business being like that. It's just not okay. They're so creepy. Ugh. Have you seen a snake in real life, like out in the it's creepy.
You're being really dramatic.
No, they're weird. You weren't there when me and Shanna saw one the other day.
I've seen a snake before. I've seen snakes before.
In front of my parents' house the other day, me and my sister pulled up and there was a snake that was like slithering in the driveway. We just got back from the grocery store. And then we were like, oh my god, there's a snake in the driveway. We went inside, put the groceries away. We came back outside and the snake was like, my parents have like their hose was sitting on the driveway, kind of like coiled up, but like on the floor because they were just using it. And the snake was like coiled up with the hose, like trying to like be the hose. Go away. No, I didn't mean to leave. Leave me alone. The difference of the ahs and the ews in chat. Oh my god. That's so funny. Ooh, look who it is. Hey, Bumble and Haley and Charlie and Eli and Terrible Toad. Thank you for the subs, by the way. I'm gonna take a picture with her. Love you, bestie. Coco is very cool. If not a little bit creepy, but, you know. It's like the voids for eyes. You don't like Coco's hands? People think Coco's hands look like... I don't know how to... Anyway, I think she's quite cute, actually. I kind of like her. She's probably one of my more favorite villagers. It's okay, we know what you mean. Hey, Bim Bim, thank you for the bits. I'm sorry, I can't read this out loud. It's about a snake. I'm horrified. I'm horrified. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Snakes are so creepy. My mom is like terribly afraid of snakes. Top tier. Like my mom is terrified of snakes. That's why I said if mom's here, make her close the stream, because I didn't want my dad to be listening to me talk about snakes if mom was listening. Here's Patty again. Anyway. Time to go. Your mom is too? Yeah, I'm not that scared of them. Why do I keep talking about snakes? Once there was a snake in my parents' bathroom though. Oh, my mom lost it. I remember my brother had to get a bucket to pick up the snake, put in the bucket, and bring it outside because it was like in my parents' bathroom. No, it wasn't in the toilet. It was just like slithering across the floor. I don't know where it came from. It may have come, it might have just come into the house though from the door because they had like, I think the sliding glass door was open at the time, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's tell mom that it came in from the door. It came in from the door and it won't come back. It learned its lesson is what happened. And it will never happen again, mom. Don't worry. Hey, bye, and Rebecca, and everybody, thank you for the subs and bits and stuff, too. You won your final debate in your class? Hey, that's exciting. Congratulations. Susie, I am paying you to not talk about snakes anymore. All right, I accept. This is Monty. You want to talk about, rabbits, maybe? Oh my gosh, I filmed a video today. I'm posting it on Saturday, I think. But I made a video today where I was playing with the new plant sim scenario in The Sims 4. And basically in the scenario, you have to like do a lot of gardening, essentially, but as a plant sim. And I was living in Henford on Bagley, so I had a lot of bunnies come and visit my farm. And that's the whole of the story. It's about the bunnies coming to my farm for the video that I made. So, you're welcome. Oh, Renee, thank you for the bits too. Yeah, they made a new scenario for Plant Sims. Again, they've always been in the game since that last thing, like a few years ago with Jasmine Holiday, but they brought them back in a scenario yesterday, so. I liked it. I enjoyed the scenario. I thought it was quite fun. I'm really glad they did that. It's kind of fun because it's like almost an occult, basically. And it's base game, and it's kind of a fun challenge. It's definitely a different way to play. I don't know, I quite liked it. I thought it was fun to do something different. We don't really have plant sims in The Sims 4 like we used to. They used to have like real plant sims in the games, like in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, but we don't really have that anymore. We just have these like weenie ones, but it's okay. That's Rizzo. Take this shovel. I want to pick this up. Oh no, I don't like that Dead on Arrival at all. Hey, Noodly, thank you for the 12-month resub too, by the way. What exactly is a plant sim? It's a sim that's a plant. In The Sims 4, they have like, instead of a bladder need, they have like a water need, and you have to have them shower or drink water like pretty frequently. And also, instead of hunger, they have, like, hunger, but they have to, like, stand in the sun to photosynthesize to fill their hunger. It's actually kind of cute. Yeah, you can make Sims into Plant Sims with cheats, yeah. You always could. But it's not permanent. It, like, lasts a few days, basically, like 5 days in game or something. They get, like, a moodlet from it. The scenario itself looks like it's a permanent scenario. but it's kind of fun. Anyway, those first came into the game when I don't know if you knew this, but back in the day, like 4 years ago or something, we used to have these kind of like scenarios, but it was before we had scenarios, and that it was like limited time stuff. And they would do like these events over the course of a week for like a holiday or something, maybe for Earth Day or whatever. Or they did like a couple times, they had like skill boost weekends. And they would do like over the weekend in real life. If you played The Sims, your Sims all got double skill gain. That's Olaf. So they had a few things like that back in the day, events like that. And they also made this Sim Jasmine Holiday to do like the special like collection ones. And one of them was like you had to collect these like seeds or something and put them in a tree stump, and then you would become a plant sim. It was, I don't know. That was 706. Anyway, that was when they first made the plant sims. They didn't do anything with them after that until now. So, yeah, they've been in the Sims 4 since like 2017. Yeah. But you couldn't really use them. That was Olaf? I think so, Marissa. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was. Thought they were eggs. There was egg ones. There was egg ones, too. But anyway, it was a very temporary thing, like many years ago. Thought Antonio. It wasn't Antonio. It was definitely Olaf. It was Olaf. Why are you all arguing with me? Olaf. It was Olaf. I told you. Okay. They had the Sugar Skulls one. Yeah, they had a few of them. There's a few different events that they had like that. So, that was 706. Now we are on 707. Okay. What do we got? Is that fuchsia? Oops. I believe so. I had a night on the town planned, and it just started furiously pouring. WTF, I don't even live in Florida. All right, Hope. Okay. All right, let's go back home. Come on. Yeah, there was like a Positivity Day event with Millie Bobby Brown as well. Besties, you know what? I'm going to say it. I really, really want Jasmine Holiday to come back. I think it would be so funny if they brought back Jasmine Holiday. Just give me literally any reason to bring her back. I'm telling you, Sims team, listen. Next time you make a pack, what if you like gave her a family and put her in the world? I'm just saying. Let Jasmine move in. Bring Jasmine back. Give her a scenario or something. Jasmine Holiday was like the special event sim that would come for like she would do like the Easter egg hunt thing. The scenarios before we had scenarios back in like 2017. Now, keep in mind, this is a niche reference. A lot of you maybe didn't play The Sims then, and maybe you forgot about it. But, I didn't. I didn't forget about Jasmine Holiday. So, that's Alice. I want her back. Anna, Luke, Meow Mouse, Isabel, Charlotte, thank you for the subs. One of your friends found Tangy, Luke? I'm furious. I am absolutely furious. Furious. Just then that was Alice that we found. She is back. She's just a stimmy capsule. Yeah, but it's not good enough. I want her back. I want her to have something real. I think it'd be fun. Anyway, I feel like that would be a really good addition to The Sims 4. You feel like Jasmine's married to Summer? Prove me wrong. Do you know what? I ship Jasmine Holiday in summer. That's cute. I ship it. I do. You know what? I believe it. She could be like the mayor in a new world. That would be so fun. Oh. I've got so many ideas. Anyway, I want Jasmine back, so. Who's that? Someone tell me. Purple kangaroo. No one's told me yet. Sylvia. Sylvia. Good. Got a cost of living increase at work. Thank you, work. And then had to spend it all at the dentist. I'm riding at the dentist. Oh my god. Hope. The dentist is fully out to get you. The things that you've been through this year, they are out to get you. I'm serious. Okay, Cassie, Alina, Anna, thank you for the subs. Let's go to 710. I have a nice dentist now, so I don't hate them as much. That's good. At least you're happier, you know? I hate your dentist. Yeah, 710 tickets. Queen of the Seas is horrible. It's been weeks. It's been weeks. Anyway, I don't like the dentist. We can't keep talking about bad things. We've been talking about snakes and the dentist. Those are like objectively two of people's like least favorite things. How do we go down this road? Did I just get... Oh, dang it. It's B, not Goldie that I have. I was like, did I just get double bingo? No. That was Goldie, not B. I got really excited for a second. I thought I was going to have double bingo. Never mind. I love you, Goldie, though. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Unfortunately. You heard me gasp and thought we found Tangy? No, it wasn't even exciting at all. If you could have Sims collab with any dream company, what would it be? Yours would be Monster High. That's kind of fun. I mean, I actually made a whole video on this a few months ago. I think top of the list would be Funko, because I want like pop figures of townies. That would be so fun if they had like a cow plant and Bella Goth pop figures. But also maybe IKEA for like the in-game joy of it. So those are maybe also Monopoly. Monopoly is another real life one that would excite me a lot. If they made like a Sims Monopoly board game and then they would make like Monopoly in the Sims that you could play, but there would be like a real life Monopoly game of the Sims. I think that would be so cool. So anyway, that's my dream. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Yeah, there's an Animal Crossing Monopoly, I know. But there's not a Sims one. Yeah, the Sims 2 IKEA pack was really good. What do we got? Wait, are you on my bingo card? Flurry? Yes! I got another bingo! That's my third bingo! I'm doing so well! I'm gonna get, like, blackout on my board. What? I'm trying to play bingo! Don't bite me! Oh my god, I'm doing so well. This is exciting. Okay. It has been 711 tickets, though, so I suppose, you know, we could be doing better. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, why am I yawning? Yeah, you know, Rachie, no one wants to play board games with me either. I guess I don't bring it up enough. But I really want to play board games. And no one ever plays with me. My grandma will, though. I'm going to see her this weekend, and then we can play cards. So, That is the major reason I'm excited to go see my grandma this weekend. I'm going tonight after stream. So 7:12. Made you yawn too? That's the power that I hold. I can make everyone yawn. Isn't that scary? Think of how many of us just yawned because of me. For your anniversary this year, your husband got you Animal Crossing Monopoly and you got him normal Monopoly by accident. Wait, that's really funny. That is actually really funny. I bought Dan Lord of the Rings Monopoly for Christmas. We haven't played it yet. So. Oops. Who's that? Leo. Boyd. Oh my god, that's not even close. We could stream it. Imagine we stream it. That would be funny. But yeah, we got Lord of the Rings Monopoly, so. I think I meant Louis. Ah, that's what I was thinking of. There is one called Louis, who is not Leo. Or Boyd. So. Hey, Addie, thanks for the 12 months. That was not even close, actually. That was kind of a flop, so. Anyway, Leo doesn't exist. There is a Stardew Valley board game. Yeah, I bought it. It's really cute. It's really cool. If you're a fan of Stardew Valley, I'd recommend getting it. I will say, I don't know if it's out of stock or not. But it is quite cool. You've never played Monopoly? Really? I grew up playing a lot of board games. My grandma is a big fan of like games, card games, board games. So I grew up playing a lot of board games with my grandma. So, mostly card games, but I like games. It's fun. It's in stock? Oh, cool. That's fun. I literally bought it when it came out. I was so ready. I bought it on stream. Like, I was live streaming when it first came out, so I was like, hang on. And I went and bought it while I was still live. So, I was very excited about it. You play with your mom and you basically played as two players because she was confused. Yeah, I can see that happening to me too. Oh my god, I think I've seen Cephalobot like 12 times in these 700 tickets now. Is your grandma competitive when you play games? Do you know what? My grandma, sometimes she cheats by accident when we play games. And by cheats by accident, I mean that like, she'll like drop a card and like not know. Or like, when she keeps decks of cards in her purse, a lot of times they'll like not be a full deck or be like over a full deck because she like, you know, drops a card. And so you're like missing, you know, the king of spades or whatever. And then you, for some games, that's not gonna work. You need a full deck of cards. So sometimes we have to check. We have to triple check and confirm that all the cards are there when we play. Because sometimes it is not a full deck, so it's kind of funny. Anyway, next. Grandma used to flip the board when she lost. Oh my gosh. Your grandma used to cheat on purpose playing checkers to teach you to pay attention. Are you serious? Why are so many of your grandmas mean when you play games? So many people, you know what else? My dad cheats when you play cards with him. He will look at your hand. He'll be like, you know, like leaning backwards trying to see, like, oh. My dad will look at your hand. Unbelievable. Oh. Gaston. Think that's a dad thing? Maybe. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Your grandma does that, tries to look at your cards? Oh my gosh. I love that. No, my family plays a lot of card games. My grandma's big into card games, like I said, so. When you're all together for the holidays, it's lots of cards. That was my 714th ticket, yeah. It's painful for sure. Everything's fine. Come on. Next. Do you know what I haven't played in a long time is Life, like the game of Life? Me and my mom used to play that on an app in lines at Disney when I was a kid. I have memories of like going to the theme parks and playing Life on my phone with my mom. I don't even have that. I don't have that board game. I should get one. Because that would be fun. I like games. Is it on Switch? Oh my gosh. That's actually good to know. That means we can play it on stream. Do you know what? Switch Monopoly is kind of scary. I've played it with Dan before. It's because, like, they make you, like, the size of the little piece. And then you, like, you go around the board, but, like, the board is huge and you are small. It's kind of scary. But I assume most board games you play on a thing like Switch are like that, so. Oh, it's Samson. Anyway. Oh, it's a pass the controller type of game, though? Oh. Can you not play online? Boo. Thoughts on Candyland? I haven't played it in a long time. I liked it, though, when I was a kid. It's fun. Classic. When you were playing the game of Life with your dad when you were about 8, he let you win and then told you that he had cheated on your mom and you had a sibling you didn't know about? He told you that by letting you win a board game? Is that how he tried to, like, make you feel better? I'm sorry, that's not funny. I am so sorry that happened to you. Oh my god. He let you win and then dropped that? That is horrible. I mean, there's no, like, right way to drop that sort of information, but, like, no, you will never look at the game of Life the same again. No, that will ruin a board game for you, yeah. Mm-hmm. I can see that. That certainly would do it. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. Anyway, 716. Yeah, the true game of Life. Mm-hmm. What do I do? Oh my god. Audie is like, okay, so you know how we've been looking for Tangy for 716 islands? Tangy, number 1, top of the list, number 1. Number 2, Audie. I've seen Audie 3 times now in this hunt. But I said I wouldn't stop until I found Tangy. And I'm even dressed as an orange. I'm gonna regret this so much. Oh my god. Cut to like 6 months from now. We're doing this again, looking for Audie. And I will have left her 3 times in this hunt. We can cry about that later, okay? That is a problem for a future day. Listen, besties, I promised I would hunt for Tangy without stopping as a charity incentive, okay? I can't lie to people who donated to charity. Although I will say I'm reaching a breaking point, but we're not there yet. Reminder that I avoided Audie. Christine, stop. Anyway, I did promise this as a charity incentive from our Able Gamers charity event last month, so what am I gonna do? Lie? Oh my god! Cephalobot actually needs to die. I'm not kidding. No, I'm gonna look at this. I'm looking how many times I've seen Cephalobot because I am over it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times. 11 times in the last couple weeks. That is unacceptable. Now 12. Yeah, that's now 12 with the newest one. That didn't count the newest one. 12 times! Oh my gosh, Kirby, I did see Mike posted a video recapping Glee. Dan and I watched like half of it. I watched like up to him finishing talking about season 1. So we watched like half of it last night. And then I wanted to save it. I didn't want to watch it all at once. But my cat was even watching it yesterday. I posted a picture on Twitter. I tweeted it to Mike, but even my cat was watching yesterday. Look, here's my cat. There's Mike's Mike. Anyway, I pressed the wrong button. I quite like him. He's funny. So, I really want Dan to watch Glee with me. I've tried to watch Glee with Dan. I've seen Glee. Me and my mom used to watch Glee when it was like running, when it first came out. We used to watch it after American Idol. Because it would come on after American Idol, so we used to watch it together. Anyway, Glee is a mess. But I've been trying to get Dan to watch it with me. We watched like 8 episodes from the first season, but Dan can't handle the fake pregnancy. And I understand. It is extremely stressful, and it is also hard for me to watch. But like, we just have to get past that. We have to get over that, get through it, and then continue watching the rest. Glee is a terrible, chaotic, horrible show. But like, I just want to see it. I also struggle to watch that part, but like, this is Celia. Anyway, the pregnancy is fake. How much have you seen of Glee? That's not really a spoiler. Basically, in season 1, the bad teacher, Mr. Shu, his wife is pregnant, and then it turns out she's not pregnant, but she thinks that he's gonna leave her because their marriage is terrible. So she thinks that he's only staying with her because of the baby, so she decides to continue to fake being pregnant to like get him to stay with her, basically. And then one of the people at the school is actually pregnant, and then she tries to get her to give her the baby so that she can like have a baby, so that her fake pregnancy will check out. It's actually really bad. It is very hard to watch. So I can see why Dan didn't want to watch that. It is bad. The first season of Glee is a lot. So. Hey, Bees and Devil Lion and Kirby and Mossy and Magpie and Perez and Beth, thank you for the subs again. The latest seasons are worse. Yeah, everything that happens in Glee is like that, to be honest. That is Olaf again. No, she does not get the baby. Don't worry. She does not get the baby from that. It does end up working out. So don't worry. I don't know that Tangy is not my move-in queue, Spaghetti, but there are a lot of cats that I haven't seen. There are a lot of villagers that I haven't seen, so I'm not that concerned about it yet. Anyway. I, to be honest, don't remember a lot of specifics from the early seasons of Glee, because, like I said, I watched Glee with my mom after American Idol every week, and also it started in 2009, and I was literally 10. So, I will be honest with you, I have some memories of what happens in the show, but I don't recall everything. So, she does. Yeah, okay. So, other part of season 1 that is interesting, you know the baby, the real baby. So you find out that like one of the characters' birth mothers is Elsa from Frozen. she's not Elsa from Frozen in the show, but like that's the actor who's playing her. And then they like don't get along, so they agree to go their separate ways. And then that woman, Elsa, adopts the baby. So this was pre-Frozen, yes. Why do you want to rewatch a bad show though? Yeah, surely you want to rewatch bad shows too. This is Prince. There's just something about bad TV that really is fun, you know? That was 7:20. Not really? Oh. I love bad TV. I love to watch terrible things that are not terrible, like, Kayla, do you want a veggie sub from Jersey Mike's? Is that what you're all getting for dinner, Shanna? Because I don't know. But maybe. I don't know. You should ask Dan what he wants, though. He's also streaming. So, anyway. I'm ordering now, then I have to pick up. Okay, yeah. I'll take a veggie sub then, that's fine. And you should ask Dan what he wants. My family and I are going to my grandma's house. We're driving there tonight. I don't really want Jersey Mike's, but that's fine. If that is the option that is being offered to me, then that's fine. I've never had their veggie sub, so we'll see. One person said it's icky, and someone else said it's good, so we'll find out. All right, 7:21. Texting, no. Twitch chat, absolutely. Yeah, this is Fuchsia again. Well, I mean, I'm streaming, so maybe she thinks that I'll answer her Twitch chat messages faster than her texts. That's true. Hope did ask me, she came into my chat and she was like, quick, blue milk or green milk at Disney? And I gave her the correct answer. So, you know, Simsie streaming is a good place to get information. But yeah, it would be easy for me to miss a text, like obviously right now when I'm streaming, so. I want to fly. Yeah, Jersey Mike's is kind of like Subway. I don't really go to a lot of sandwich places, so I'm not really the best person to compare them all, but my parents and siblings like Jersey Mike's, so I don't know. You'll do the same when you go to Batu. Shan, I respect it. I will say though, I personally, when I tried it for the video, liked the blue milk better than the green milk. Dan liked them both, but I thought the green milk was disgusting. Like, I thought it was upsettingly gross. So I would never recommend that one to you. However, it might be fun to get both to try both. Yeah, the what we're talking about is in like the Star Wars land at Hollywood Studios. This is Rooney. They have this like blue milk and green milk you can get, and they're like it's like coconut and rice milk, but flavored like fruit and florals. And then you try them. They're a really weird texture. It's like a slushy but milk, like a milky slushy, which you can imagine is odd, because it like usually a slushy is ice, but it's milk. But it's not milk, it's like coconut and rice milk. But they don't taste bad. And it's kind of fun to try. It isn't like, in my opinion, yeah, Shan, I'll have the veggie one. Well, the answer is either get the veggie or have nothing, so I'll get the veggie one. But anyway, it's not like a milkshake, no. I wouldn't call it a milkshake. In my head, a milkshake is thicker than that. Slushy is a better word. But they are vegan, which is good. And I thought it was fun to try. Like, if I was to go again, or if you were like to go on vacation, I would say it might be fun to try one, but I don't know if it's a thing that's gonna be like your favorite part of the trip. So. Anyway, that's my advice to you. So, okay. Ooh, little tiny duck. That's Weber, right? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a novelty food. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they were like $6 or something, and they were like that big. So they're definitely kind of expensive. I don't remember how much they cost exactly. But it definitely was kind of expensive. I would probably, if you were going to pick out one snack in Disney, I probably wouldn't pick that one. But if you like Star Wars, it might be worth trying, you know? Do with that information what you will. Time for takeoff. Go, 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 go. Come on. Yeah, we've been to 723 islands, Blue Moon. It's horrible. I promised I would keep hunting for Tangy until I got her for charity. That was as part of a charity incentive, is that I would hunt for Tangy permanently until I found her. However, at this point, ooh, it's Marlowe. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. The price of water at Disney is absurd. The price of everything at Disney is absurd. But like, if you wanted to buy a plastic water bottle, first of all, it's a plastic water bottle, so like, you know, it's obviously better to bring one. But like, the price, it's like $4 or something for a water bottle. Oh my god. No, bring a water, refill it. Bring a water, refill it. It is way better. You need to drink a lot of water too, so you shouldn't be buying that many of them. It's bad. But yeah, bring your own water. You can like ask for a cup of water from restaurants and stuff. I don't buy water bottles from them. It's bad. Okay, I want to fly. Hey, Tanisha's, thank you so much for the 16-month resub, by the way. I really, really appreciate that. And Natalia and Season Pastel and Daphne, thank you for the subs too. But anyway. Yeah, it's expensive for a water bottle in Disney. Normally, water bottles aren't that much money at most places, but in places like Disney, they will be. If it's a ploy to reduce plastic waste, I don't think so. I think it's just they charge it because they can and people need water. I don't think Disney is that concerned about plastic waste. If they were trying to reduce plastic waste, they should cut back in other ways. Is that Brofina, maybe? I think it's just because they can. They always do that at places like this, like festivals, you know, concerts, Disney. Like, people need water, and like they'll pay for it. So, anyway, goodbye, Brofina. Now 726. Yeah, if they were trying to reduce plastic waste, they would probably alter a lot of their practices. So, yeah, airports, similar. Yeah, exactly. Because you have, like, if you didn't bring one. Airports are great, though, because they always have bottle fillers. Time for takeoff. Something to worry about with international flights that maybe you hadn't thought of is if you, like, say filled your, so, you know, for example, when Dan and I moved here, when he came from the UK, they didn't have international flights coming in and out of Orlando yet because of COVID, so we flew to Atlanta and then got a connecting flight here. So we, like, entered the country in Atlanta. But when you get a connecting international flight, you have to go through security again when you land. So, like, we land in Atlanta, you go through, like, customs and stuff, border patrol. And then if you have a connecting flight, you have to recheck your bag, like, get your bag, recheck it, and then, rolled! And then you have to go through security again with your carry-on, like, in the US. And so if you've got, like, a water bottle, you have to dump it again. Because you can't bring liquids, obviously. So. Oh, your birthday, Moxie. Happy birthday. But anyway, it's interesting. Same thing, I guess if you were to like, if you would have bought, I don't know, like what if you bought like a perfume in the duty-free section of the airport? Would they be like, sorry? I don't know. Yeah, you can bring an empty bottle. Yeah, you can bring an empty bottle carry-on. You can bring an empty bottle and fill it once you get through, but you have to dump the water out if you still have some left. They have special sealed bags for duty-free. Oh, really? I've never bought anything in the airport. I don't know how it works. I have no idea. I don't know how big perfume bottles are either, because I've never bought perfume, so. I'm just thinking of like something expensive you would have bought that is a liquid, so. It's interesting. I don't know anything about that though. All right. What do we got now? Tangy, perhaps? No. Curly. Oh, Shan, I bet. One of like my most, I guess most dumb airport stories. This one time I was flying out of Orlando, which is always a time because of all the vacationers, you know. But this person had gotten like a Coke bottle from Disney, just like a plastic Coke bottle, but it had like Disney packaging, right? And he wanted to bring it on the plane, but like in his carry-on. And the guy was like, Bestie, I'm sorry, you either have to dump it or throw it away. Like, you can't bring the full unopened Coke bottle in your carry-on bag. That's just how it works. And the guy was like getting mad, like yelling. And it was just a bottle of Coke. Like, it was a bottle of soda. But he was like yelling. And the poor security guy was being nice to him too. He doesn't have to let you dump it. But like, anyway, you can't bring a full bottle of liquid on the plane. This is not a new rule. They've always had liquid limits on the plane. Like, anyway, I don't, probably wanted to resell it. Would it even be resellable? It's just a Coke bottle. No, it wasn't one of the Star Wars ones. It was like, they make little Star Wars ones that are like a little, like it's like round. It wasn't one of those. It was just like a regular Coke bottle, but with Disney wrapper. So. Well, okay, I know it wasn't always, but it's been a very long time since that rule has been in existence. And also, he was on vacation, so he had to have flown here first. This is Eunice. Thought you could buy a water bottle once you get through security for your international flight. Yo, you can, Nick. You can bring water on the plane. You can't bring water through security. You can't bring water through security. You can't bring any big liquids on the plane, Crazy Cat Lady. They have like liquid limitations in security. So if you wanted to, you know how they make like travel size little bottles you can like put your shampoo in and stuff? That's because they have like limits for the size of liquids you can bring on the plane through security. So you couldn't, like, if this was full, they wouldn't let me bring it on. You could bring it if it was empty, if you dumped it, but you can't bring like a full bottle of liquid on the plane. 7:27. Come on, where's Rick? My cardboard cutout is right here. You can bring bigger liquids in your checked bag, yeah. If you check your bag, you can. But if you want to bring it on the plane, like carry on with you, like in your backpack or whatever, you can't. Or if you bring it in your like carry-on suitcase, you can't. But in your checked bag, you can. You could bring like a full size shampoo if you wanted to. Anyway, 7:27. Cindy asked what my favorite ride at Disney World is. I don't know. I'm gonna say Tower of Terror. This is Margie. Yeah, Shan works at an airport security. So if you've got airport questions, Lady Colossus is your person. She works in airport security, so she knows. Okay. Is it like who checks your passport and stuff when you're traveling internationally, or is it before you get on the plane? Well, so when you fly internationally, Nick, at least I've flown out of the US and out of the UK internationally, so this is my experience. Usually they check your passport and your ticket like in the front when you first get there. Say you're bringing like a big bag that you can't carry on and put like above your seat. You have to like go to the gate and then give it to them to check it, and they'll take it and put it in the bottom of the plane, and they'll check your passport and your ID and also your boarding pass and stuff there. And then you've got like your backpack maybe, and you go through and you're going, and then when you get to security, usually before security, they'll check your boarding pass and your passport and stuff again, and like confirm that you are the person in this passport for the boarding pass, and then you scan it and you go through, then you go through security, and usually, at least here, they'll want you to like take your shoes off, take anything bigger than a phone, like electronic wise, out of your bag, so like your iPad, your Switch, your laptop, take them out of your bag, put them in the little boxes, scan it all, and then put it all back together, and then go to your little gate and wait for them. So, and then they'll probably scan your boarding pass again when you go to board the plane. You'll go like sit and wait at your gate, and then they'll scan it again. So, okay. This is Aussie. Usually I have 2 laptops and a Kindle going to security, and it's the worst. I don't like it when I have my laptop and my Switch. I'm like, there's too many things to take out of my bag. There's too many things. All right, that was 728. Now we're on 729. Your service dog gets searched better than you do, and he's naked. Naked, yeah, exactly. He doesn't have anything with him. My mom, so when we moved to Florida, my dad and I and the dog drove down, and my mom, my brother, who was 6 months old, and the cat flew from Chicago to Florida. So my mom had the baby, the 6-month-old, and the cat by herself on the plane. And she said both the cat and my brother got picked for random searches, and she didn't. I just think that's funny because it's like the cat and the baby. The infant, he's 6 months old, and they got picked for searches, but she didn't. They didn't search her. Yeah, that seems so stressful though, flying alone with a cat and a baby. Oh my god. Too much. No, I'm from Chicago, Angelina. We moved here when I was like 4, so I'm from Florida, but I was born in Chicago. Yeah, the baby, exactly. Pecan. Yeah, I can imagine that flying with a cat is really hard. I've never done it before, but I've been on a plane with someone who was flying with a cat. Like, when I flew from the UK once, there was a girl with her cat on my plane, and I heard her saying to the flight attendant that, like, she was studying abroad in the UK and had gotten the cat while she was there, and now she's moving back because she finished school, and so she had to bring the cat with her. And I heard her come into the airport. I flew out of Heathrow, and I was, like, on the, like, a lower level than her, and I heard her come into the airport because the cat was screaming. And then she was on my plane, and the poor cat was miserable the whole time. I felt so bad for it. But, like, she was moving countries, so what are you gonna do? But, like, yeah, that seems like a really stressful flight. Really stressful flight for both of you. That is no fun. No fun for the pet, especially because they don't know what's going on. But anyway, I sincerely hope I never have to fly with a pet. I don't think I would. If I ever had to travel somewhere with my cat, I would probably drive with her to make it easier for her. But anyway, I don't see that happening though. My cat is 13. She's good where she is. She can stay here. This is Peaches. Drove 16 hours with a screaming cat and a chihuahua. Oh my god. That is stressful. I've driven with cats a few times in my day, but only like to the vet. And that is unpleasant. I had to take Lemon to the vet, one of my parents' cats, because they were both at work, and his paw was bleeding and we didn't know what was going on. He was like limping and his paw was bleeding, so we got all scared for him. Turns out one of his claws had come out. Like, he got stuck on a carpet and his claw came out. He ended up being okay. Like, it just grows back. But they gave him some, like, medicine to clean it and stuff. And he was fine. But me and my sister didn't know that at the time, so we took him to the vet because we were worried about him. He screamed the entire time in the car. And I had, like, just gotten my license, but, like, only I was around to drive him to the vet. And so it was like, we gotta go, but, like, I'm distressed, and so is he. And so the cat was, like, sitting in the back in the carrier, and Shanna was sitting back there with him. And we were, like, he was screaming, me and her were both crying. We had to drive to the vet. And then they came out, because of COVID, you couldn't go in. They came out and got him and brought him in. And, like, we were, like, he was all stressed, and then they, like, took the cat in, and we were just sitting in the car, like, oh my god, and crying. It was really dramatic, but he was fine. Like, he was okay, but, it was really, I was anxious, so. 729 was pecan. This one is cube. Oh, you took your bunnies on a road trip and they loved it? That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm glad they liked it. My dogs, my family's dogs love going for trips. They love to drive around, but the cats are not really the type to want to leave the house. So the dogs love it though. On the bright side, some sister bonding time, right? Yeah, you know, just crying with the cat. It's great fun. Yeah. We love it. Lemon is like a blonde cat, Celeste. What's the actual technical term for that? He's not orange, he's like blonde. And he's a tabby. So, that's what he looks like. Buff, that's the one, thank you. My cat is Buff, is what he is. Anyway, my parents' other cat is like a tuxedo cat. He's black and white. Got little paws and his little nose is white. So, yeah, I've got a buff tabby is what I've got. Apple! Hey! Dan loves Apple. He thinks she's cute, and I agree. She is quite cute. Oh yeah, Lemon wasn't in the pet calendar. Lemon refused. I'll show you. Let me get it off the wall really fast. So we did like a calendar. Oops. A pet calendar with my family's pets. For example, here is this month. This is my favorite one in the whole calendar. I love it so much. Look how cute that is. I'm gonna post it on Instagram tomorrow. But anyway, we made this calendar with my family's pets. However, Lemon chose to not participate. He said, I'm not doing that. And he would not be in the photos. So, wasn't gonna make him, obviously. But no, he was meant to be in April. Or no, in March. He was meant to be in March, but he said no. So, wasn't gonna make him. The other cat did it instead. He said, I'm not involved in this. And I don't blame him. There were strangers at the house. That's scary. So, he didn't want to be in it. Hey, Sora and Quack and Bora and Sapphire and Christini and Definitive and Squish and Moon. Thank you all for the subs and stuff too. Yeah, real diva over here. But listen, I don't blame him. It was scary. There were strangers. And they had a camera, so. Anyway. Snowy, thanks for the tier 2, 23 months. Yeah, so no, my parents' pets are named after fish. That's like their little thing. However, Lemon was always Lemon. When they adopted him, he was already named Lemon. And we all thought it was cute, so we decided to keep it. And also they were like, oh, it's like a lemon shark. So it's fine. But anyway, his name was Lemon. We just kept it because when we adopted him, he was already named that, so. Anyway, you also have all your cats after fish? Yeah, I don't really vibe with the fish thing. I think it's a little bit dumb, but whatever. I think Lemon is a great name for a cat, so. I accept it. All right, 7:32. Wait. Who is that? I was fully talking about, I genuinely have absolutely no memory of who's on the island. Somebody had to see, right? I wasn't even look. Did I even look? Or did I just leave? Oh, okay. Never mind. It was the stupid new monkey that I've seen how many times now? In Villager Hunt. Besties, that is the 11th time. The 11th time. Imagine it was Tangy and I just left. That would have been so bad. Hey, Clover, Snowy Sword, thank you for the subs. Oh, that would have been bad. It's fine. It wasn't. 7:34. No, wait, 7:33. I'm getting ahead of myself. How many tickets do I have left? 4. Oh, geez. Okay. That's Paolo again. When I get a new cat, I should name it Cat Dan to annoy Duck Dan. Oh my god. When I get a new cat, I want to name it after a human name. I love it when pets have human names. I think it's so fun. When they have like really like formal names, you know? Like Edith. Mildred. Something like that. I think it's funny. That's my plan. Okay, bye Paolo, 7:34. That was Paolo, Danya. Like he's like a pink elephant. Use Nook Miles ticket. Cat's name is Oakley. I like that name. Name one Agnes Crumplebottom. I would. I literally would. Tuxedo cat named Eric. I got a cousin named Eric. I feel like I can't do that. Wasn't it Worm? Yeah, I loved the name Worm for a cat, but then I started calling my current cat Worm. I started out calling her Squirmy, because cats are so squirmy. So squirmy wormy. And then it turned into just Wormy. And then Little Worm. Anyway, I started out calling her Squirmy. And then it sort of turned into Wormy. Now my cat is called that, so. This is Spike. Consider Archibald. Oh my god. You like food names? Your cat is named Ricotta and your sister's cat is named Basil. My cabinet color is called Basil. My new kitchen cabinets are basil. So. Alright, 7:35. You call your cat Bacon and it's a nickname, not even its real name? That's funny. I like it. Cabinet is a good cat name too? Maybe. You have bunnies named Peach, Ham, and Cabbage? Aw, that's cute. Your cat's name is Bunny? I love that when people name their pets after like another animal. Like a cat named Fish. I think that's funny. And Bunny's just a cute name in general. I quite like that. That was Spike, yeah, Danya. No, his name is Eddie, and somehow he gets called Bacon. Sure. You have a dog named Eagle. You have a cat named Tiger. See? It's fun. Dog named Goose. Dog named Moose. Oh, cat named Moose. Ooh, it's Sly. Okay. Goodbye. Childhood cat was Moose. I like that. My childhood cat was Pie. That was, my parents got her like before I was born. And then she died when I was like 11. She was 19. But her name was Pie. So. I miss her. She was cute. She was like black and white. But like patchy black and white, not like a tuxedo cat. It was cute. Pie's in the food, yeah. Like P-I-E, pie. All right, 7:36. Come on. What kind of fish is Pie? It was before they had the whole fish thing. She was before that. Then their first dog's name was Tarpon, and then they got Snook, both fish. And then we got my cat, who I still have, Snapper, who we call Snap and Wormy. And then we got a dog named Mako, who is still around. He's almost 10. This is Rodeo, Mako like the shark. And then Bimini, which is like a knot, but also like an island. That one was, she's also still around a couple years after Mako. And then Captain, which is not a fish, but is a similar vibe to their dumb fish theme. So, Snap's government name is Snapper, yes. I don't really vibe with that, though. I was 9 when we got her. I didn't have a say, so. Well, they also have 2 cats called Lemon and Pogie. Pogie is a fish as well, and Lemon was already named Lemon when they adopted him, but they kept it and accepted. It's like a fish because it's like a lemon shark. Why Snapper? Like the fish. My parents had a whole thing where they called all of their pets after names of fish. Anyway, I don't vibe with it. So, why did I take Snap specifically? Because she wasn't really vibing with the house. She didn't really, I don't know, she didn't like, in particular, Captain, one of the dogs. He was a puppy at the time. I don't blame her. He wanted to play, and she said, I am 10, and I don't like you. This is Nana. And so we thought it would be good to get her into a place that had no dogs. So, she moved here with me. And she was, you know how cats pick a person? Snap was always my friend. She picked my name. She picked me, so. Anyway. Imagine they named me after a fish. Could you imagine? I'm named like, what, Minnow? Or something? It's not that bad. Minnie. I like it. Oh, Squish, thank you. Oh, I ran out of tickets. Oh, no. Squish, I appreciate that. You're very kind. Tuna? Imagine I'm called Tuna. Brittleton, Crack Attack, Bell, something for the subs. Oh boy, I'm out of tickets. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go have, I'm gonna go give all these fossils to, my friend, and then I'll try and get some more ticket. You were in here the whole time? She just came up underneath the couch. Hey, Worm! You were sitting with us the whole time? I didn't even know you were down there. I feel bad. I've been talking about you. She heard everything. Oops. She heard me say I didn't like her name. It's okay. Her name is Wormy anyway. It's Snap. My little friend. I do need tickets. I'm pretty sure I got the ones on the beach. Yeah, Jenna. I am pretty sure I did. So, I'm gonna assess some fossils quickly. Okay. There we go. She heard her government name and thought she was in trouble. I have 400 tickets for you if you want them. Oh! I mean, Christine, if you insist. Oh, I mean, I won't. Wait, are you telling me I already had given you every single one of those? Not a single one was new? Not even one? I know we're getting close to finishing the museum, but come on. Not even one? Okay, I might open my gates really fast. Just really quickly. Just really quickly. Oh look, Christine's online! And Christine has tickets for me! What a fun coincidence! Because I'm opening my gates right now! Wow! That's lovely, isn't it? What a coincidence. Hey, Kiana, Zebra, thank you for the subs, everybody. All right, I want visitors. Via online play. Connect to the internet. Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh my gosh, I bit my lip like right here on the inside of my mouth yesterday while eating pizza. Super embarrassing, but it hurts. Like I bit it really bad yesterday and it still hurts. When I talk and it like touches my teeth, you know, it hurts. Isn't that horrible? How annoying when you do stuff like that to yourself. Like I bit my own mouth and now it still hurts. How is that fair? Like why do I, how? Anyway, we've all been there, but just thought I'd update you. So, okay. Oh! You're so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go sell the rest of these fossils. Maybe I'll try and give them out. I don't have any wrapping paper, but maybe I'll give you one, Faith. Oh, maybe I haven't talked to you enough to give you a gift. Sorry. I can give one to you though, right? This is for you. A skull. Cute. It's storming on your island. That's kind of cool. All right, let me see if I see anybody else. No, I ran out of tickets. Don't worry, because Christine's bringing me some more. But I ran out of tickets. So I'm waiting for Christine to give me some new tickets. Hey, from yesterday, happy birthday. Ooh, what do you got for me? No, I talked to villagers. That's good. Am I posting YouTube tonight? Yeah, I posted like 2 hours ago. I already put a video up today. So you should be able to see it. How did my birthday song tradition start? You know, Holly, I don't really have an answer to that question. It kind of started out where like I would say their name really fast. I would like do that with my harmonica as a meme and then say their name really fast, and then it turned into just saying it like slowly, but I don't really know how the harmonica thing came to be honest with you. I couldn't answer that question. It's really dumb. Like it did have more like substance to it at one point. So, oh, there was a shark there. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, it had a bit of a jingle. Exactly. It just gets worse and worse by the day. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh my god. That's because one time Andy Milanakis was streaming and then he said my name with a harmonica. It was really weird. He like had a harmonica and then he like was like lilsimsie and like played a little song. And I thought it was so weird and so funny, and then I bought a harmonica, that's why. There you go. That is the answer. So. Am I gonna post visiting my grandma? Yeah, I will. I pre-recorded videos for us, so we will be all good from that. Hello, Stinky. I can't give you anything. I have played Planet Zoo. I really enjoy Planet Zoo. I haven't played it in a while, though. I've been meaning to play it again because of the new update. Or the new DLC, I mean. There's new Planet Zoo DLC and new House Flipper DLC, and I want to play them both really badly, but I haven't played them yet. Maybe we can stream them next week. I sound a little different today? Do I? I feel the same. I sound different? Oh wait, don't close the gates! Oh my god, I thought I could... What villager was 730? Cube? Why? I'm in my airport and you close the gate. Christine, I'm gonna open it again! Oh no. This is bad. It sounds different. I thought you were sick. You sound normal. Well, I don't feel... Oh, you did miss Peaches. You did miss Peaches, Danya. You didn't put Peaches. So you just put Peaches now. At 7:38. That one didn't get added to the list somehow. Oh well, just put 7:38 as Peaches. Because we did find Peaches. Okay, I opened them again. So 7:38, I guess, we're on. Well, Christine, once you're ready, I've got my gates open, so... Oh, El, hey, I'm glad you made it to the stream live, though. That's pretty fun. I'm glad you could come in. Oh my god. I want to take a picture of my cat for you. You're gonna love this. This, my friends, is what I call the chicken. You'll understand what I mean when I say that in a second. Let me pull it up. I'm sending it to Dan so I can get it on my stream. Look at her little arms. Isn't that so cute with the way she folds them? She's got her little arms. It's so adorable. She's so funny. Okay, sorry. I'll stop. You call it turkey? Aw. That's cute. All right. Next. Oh wait, why did I say next? It's like I thought for a second I was doing some sort of like hunting. I'm just waiting for tickets is all. All right. Come on. Hurry up. Game. Load faster. Load faster. Okay, I will come stand up here and wait for my tickets. Thank you, Christine. Oh, I've got loads of things. I should drop some of these off. So I have more space. Drop item, drop item, drop item. I'll probably just keep all these on me. Don't grab one. Oh my god. How does Christine have 400 tickets? Well, my dear, the thing about that is you can't really get this many tickets by actually playing the game. So people that have this many tickets, they go to treasure islands and such to acquire them because it's pretty much the only way to do so. You can also like sell things on Nookazon and stuff like that, but these are from treasure islands. Oh my god, I broke one. Oh, I broke my... That's horrible. That's actually horrible. Okay. Let me just pick these up quickly. Yeah, you can get them naturally, but not to do a hunt like this. It's not practical gameplay-wise to try and get tickets the normal way for a hunt like this. You would never be able to do it, so. Instead, you do it like this. It's horrible. Hey, Envy, thank you for the 6 months, by the way. Should you get unpacking? Do you know what, Cassie? I really sincerely adored the game Unpacking. That was like one of my most favorite games I've played in a long time. It's really cute. It's a short one. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, even if you had that many Nook Miles, it would take forever just to get them, to like wait for the game to print them all out. So, I have a lot of Nook Miles, but it's impractical. So, alright, she's taking selfies. I might leave myself a couple open spaces in my inventory just in case. All right, now we will go. Thank you, Christine. You are a lifesaver. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Candidly kill it and tear up at the end or anything. Okay, you know what? In Kayla's defense, Kayla of the Candidly variety, she has been streaming for like 2 weeks straight. So I understand why she wouldn't react. I can see how the amount of time she's been live would get to her. Yeah, she's still going. Technically, she has 5 hours and 40 minutes left, it says, on her stream right now. But obviously it's a subathon, so that can be added to at any point. Is she alive? You know, she can barely talk. I think that's the hardest part for sure. She's been like sleeping. She leaves her stream running, but she does sleep at night, luckily. But she, I think it's like the talking for like 14 plus hours a day that has been really getting to her. Cause that is a lot. Yeah, and she's been at 5 hours for the last like 2 days. I bet her throat hurts bad. I know she's capping it on Saturday. She's gonna stop on Saturday, no matter what, which is good. Cause I don't know if she can go on much longer. I don't know how you can. My throat hurts when I do like a 12-hour stream. Let alone doing like more than 12 every day, you know? Well, the subathon, if you don't cap it, it would end when the timer runs out. And, like, I guess if people just stop gifting subs, basically, right? Like, if the timer runs down to 0, so. Look! This is 7:39. Oh my god, it's Chrissy. On Christine's tickets! That's funny! I like it, but yeah, there's a timer for subathons. That's how it works. The timer, like, goes up when people subscribe. So. Yeah, Chrissy looks like my sweater. We both have polka dots. That's fun. Hey, Angel, thank you for the Prime sub. And Princess and Paige and Goth Plants, thank you for the subs. Okay, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. I made you all yawn doing that. Okay. Hey, Ewan, thank you for the 12 months, by the way. Thank you so much. Alright, use Nook Miles ticket. Time for takeoff. Okay, by the way, so I'm leaving to go to my grandma's house tonight at 7. My parents are coming here to pick us up at exactly 7. Like, my mom is getting home from work, going straight home, putting her stuff in the car, and then they're coming here. So, I probably should get off stream a little bit before 7. I already packed my bag. But I also want to, like, I think I might want to take a shower. Because I'm going to be in the car for, like, 4 hours. And so I want to pretend that I'm going to bed. This is Sprocket. It's currently 5:30 where I am. So I might get off at like 6:30. 6. I don't know. I went live early on purpose for this reason. So also because you're kind of stinky. You know what, Christine? You're right. I stink. So anyway, I want to take a shower because I just will feel better. I'm trying to make like the car trip feel less icky. So Ma'am, you rated without rating. Me? I rated without rating? Are you talking to someone else? I'm like, I didn't raise anybody yet. I will, but not until later. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe because of Kayla. Oh, I talked about Kayla. Oh, because I talked about Kayla. Right. No, that's what you mean. I see. I thought you meant like I started a raid, but it didn't work or something. I don't know why I assumed that. What do I... Kayla banned you because you sent her more subs? I didn't mean to. I was just talking about my friend. She's already banned me twice today. I didn't do anything. And then she blamed me for her timer getting up higher, even though, so here's what happened. This is Antonio. Here's what happened to her this morning. Basically, our other friend, Sarah, went to her stream and gave bits and was like, so proud of you, like, can't wait for your timer to end, like, you've been doing so great, thinking the bits wouldn't add to the timer. Well, the bits added to the timer. So she added like 30 minutes. Oh, hi, Kayla. Anyway, I hear about this. I come in. I'm like, oh, no, I have a resub. Should I resub? And then she was like, no. And then I was like, I might. And then anyway, she banned me for resubbing. And then everyone else comes in. She bans all of our other friends. And then she's like, this is all Kayla's fault. Whoa, wait a minute. Sarah started this. Sarah added 30 minutes to your clock. All I did was exist, and somehow I get the blame. Sarah started it, not me. Oh, that was 7:41. Oh my gosh, I've not been paying attention at all. Now we're on 7:42. Oops. This is too much. I know. Resubbing is an active decision. That's true. We're both wearing green? Oh, we are both wearing green. That's cute. Both named Kayla, both wearing green. No! Oh my god, I'm so sick of you, Naomi. I am so beyond sick of you. The last one was Antonio. This one's Naomi. Both I'm not okay with. Will I stream The Sims soon, Simsy? Bestie, I streamed The Sims yesterday. No, not yesterday, on Tuesday. Last time I streamed. I mostly stream The Sims, don't worry. But I didn't stream yesterday because I had to go to be interviewed by the government for Dan's green card, so I was a bit busy yesterday. But it's okay, it's over now, and it was probably approved. They didn't actually say, they just implied, but it sounds like it's gonna be fine, so. All right. No, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I want to fly. I do feel like using my Nook Miles ticket. Thank you. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Come on. I gotta stop spam clicking. I'm gonna ruin things that way. Come on. Sorry, I realized that I hadn't scheduled my video yet. The last one for the weekend I hadn't scheduled yet, so I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'll just do all wait for this to load. All right. Come on, let's go. It's because Dan was uploading it when we first went live, so I couldn't yet. All right, 7:43 is gonna be... Is that Gaston again? Oh my god. Creepy. Yucky, 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 yucky. Okay, no. No. I'm off. Gotta go. I'm not interested. No thank you. Okay. Come on, get me out of here. Choose specific. Sorry, I'm literally putting my shell tours at the end of this video in the end card. The last SDX drop yesterday was a new hairstyle for all ages, even toddlers and kids, and also a new plant sim scenario. It's actually kind of a fun one. So I made a video about it today if you wanted to see it. I'll show it off. You can see it in there. So yeah, Saki, Plant Sims came out in like 2017. I'm well aware. I played with them back then when they first came out. You could cheat and make a sim of Plant Sim this whole time as well. I realized if you didn't watch the title, or if you didn't watch the video, the title would imply that I didn't know, but I did know. I've been making Sims videos since Plant Sims existed, so I knew about it. Okay, 7:44. Another bunny. That one's O'Hare. I don't think it's clickbait. Considering how many people didn't know about Plant Sims, I don't think it's clickbait. I don't know. I think it's just a good video title. I feel like when you clickbait, you're lying. At least outright clickbaiting is lying. But most people didn't know you could play with Plant Sims. Even after the scenario yesterday, they didn't know. So, anyway. Well, it is a lie. Okay, so Bean, when was the last time you played with Plant Sims? Oh boy. Never knew about them, but you heard about it on 3 separate occasions today. Yeah, Plant Sims were in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, but they were better in those games. They kind of suck in this game, but I don't know. I feel like when you clickbait outright, usually it's worse. People that associate with clickbaiting are like usually sort of trying to trick people into something and like lying about something, but titling a video well and clickbaiting are different, in my opinion. This is Violet. Everybody clickbaits a little bit. That's just how you have to get views on YouTube, so. Anyway. Let's go. Goodbye, Violet. 7:46. I don't like being accused of clickbait because this child that harassed me for literally months started out by doing that. Do you know this story? You might, because you probably got a DM from them on Twitch. You watch my streams every day. This child named Cottage Sim. I assume child because of their behavior. They first started out by being like, Lil Simsie does clickbait and has ugly thumbnails every day for months in my chat. Finally, I'm like, stop. Just, if that's all you're gonna say, I'll just ban you because you're being annoying. Anyway, they did not like that they got banned. So they started looking at my Twitch tab, I assume logged out, and then, because they can't see the chat because they're banned, and then they would see usernames of people in chat and then DM them on Twitch, paragraphs about how awful I am. Like, Lil Simsie is ugly, looks like a rat, and does clickbait UT videos. And then they would have like a new copy pasta paragraph about how I'm bad every day. And they'd whisper like 10, 15 people every day for months. And no matter what I did, no reports worked. Twitch never deleted their account. Anyway, this is Zoe. So, yeah, they called me, one time, some of their messages were kind of funny. Others were kind of bad. Some of them were like really, really, really bad. But some were also kind of funny. One of them was like, did you see Lil Simsie took a new selfie and they put a link to an image, and the link to the image was like a picture of a rat. That one kind of makes me giggle. Some of the worst ones were like more aggressive. They were like, Lil Simsie is the cancer of the Sims community. And that's mean. My dad has cancer. I don't like those kind of jokes. Like, that kind of stuff I don't really vibe with. That's not funny. But like the rat one kind of made me giggle, I won't lie. So anyway, Twitch did not delete their account after all of that. They've not been here in a few weeks. Watch, I probably mentioned them now, they're gonna start again. But they started to start threatening me towards the end too. They started making more like violent threats towards the end as well. If you ever get a DM like that from someone, just like report them for me if that's okay. Because Because, like, you know, if you're getting creepy DMs, just, like, send a report. We know about it, I promise, but, anyway, yuck. So, just so you know, if that ever happens, just report them. But yeah, that person, when people talk about clickbait, I think of them. Because of how they, like, when they started out being like, Lil Simsie has clickbait videos, and then turned to, I'm gonna kill Lil Simsie. That's Annalise, by the way. They were already banned too, is the thing, so I couldn't even do anything more. I literally emailed someone that I had like the email address of somebody at Twitch, and it got to the point where I was like, none of my reports are working. So I literally sent her an email and I was like, hey, listen, this person has been like messaging like 20 people a day from my stream, sending them these long paragraphs about how, and I don't know. I don't like that, so. Use Nook Miles ticket. 748. Next. Hey, Hellcath and Ida and Violet and 1.0, thank you for the subs too. Mame Gosh as well. And Gray and Alana, thank you all so much. Summer, everyone, I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm trying not to. Monkey as well, thank you so much. But yeah, don't worry, I've seen a lot worse hate comment wise. I was more so annoyed at that, not because of like the things they were saying to me, but because they were like bothering people in my chat. Because it's one thing when you're like saying nasty things to me, but they're like messaging all these people for no reason and then like stressing them out, and they're all like whispering my mods like, oh my god, like I'm getting these creepy messages, that's Callie. And I couldn't do anything to stop them from messaging you, you know, other than just telling you to turn your messages off. But that more so bothered me. It was just that they were like pestering you all and I couldn't do anything about it. But anyway, Jules and Allie, thank you for the subs to all of you. I think that's all of them. I don't think I've missed anything. Anyway. Carol, yeah, I'm time traveling back in time. My game thinks it's January 7th. So, anyway, that was 7:48. We are now on 7:49. Yeah, Tori, I'm not really surprised. Twitch has let a lot worse things slide, so. Whatever. Yeah, Maggie, I can sing your birthday song now. Update, mod birthday, mod birthday. The scary woman one is your favorite of all. Oh, that's a good one. I got this like massive ranty email calling me a scary woman because, believe it or not, I was talking about the COVID vaccine on my stream. That's Avery. Anyway, it was like a ranty email about how I'm a bad influence and a scary woman because I was talking about being pro-vaccine on my stream. That one's a good one. I got a bunch of, it's not so much anymore, but back like when the COVID vaccine first came out, literally any time I would say a word, okay, look, I did say a lot of things that were aggressive towards anti-vaxxers. I will admit that. But even when I wasn't being aggressive towards anti-vaxxers, they would come out of the woodwork and start yelling at me in my chat. Like, for example, I'd be like, oh yeah, my sister got her second dose of the vaccine today. And they would be like, oh my god! And then start like posting paragraphs about being anti-vax and how horrible I am. And it's like, all I said was my sister got the vaccine. You're the weird one here. Anyway, it was like a whole thing. We had to ban so many anti-vaxxers. You have no, it was like, at times it'd be like 10 a day, if not more. And the day that I got my second dose of the vaccine, I streamed in the morning because I was worried I would feel sick afterward. So I streamed at like 7 a.m. before I went to the to the CVS. And that morning, I was like, streaming early, like getting the COVID vaccine in a couple hours. That was, I kid you not, probably the worst stream I've ever done. My chat has never been more unbearable because they were all coming out of nowhere and being like, oh my god, don't get the vaccine, you're gonna die. Go away. Oh my god. It was so bad. I swear to you, it was like 30 of them. That is a lot. No, I was getting so frustrated. Just leave me alone. Anyway, I didn't die from the vaccine, by the way. Yeah, it was like truly something else. This is Caroline again. But yeah, that was like a really unbelievable day. So I don't allow people to be anti-vax in my chat because you don't get to use my platform to spread your garbage. So that is the rule, and we really stick to it. What's the counter? That's how many islands I've been to. We're on 751 now, so. But anyway, you don't get to do that here, so. Among Us, thank you for the gifted subs, by the way, and Drick and Monkey, thank you for the subs too, both of you. Not just today. No, this is over the course of like 5 streams now, I think. I think we've done like, oh, we started at 666 today. So we've been doing like almost 100. Hey, Acacia, thank you for the 5 gifted subs too. I really appreciate that. Oh my god, Lexi, I bet that VOD is stressful because you can't see the chat. You could probably see how distressed I was. I was like, I really try hard to not be grumpy on stream, but like they were testing me. They were really sincerely testing me in the chat that day. It's so weird having to ban like 30 people. Like, it's just, ugh. Anyway, that's Hornsby. So, anyway. Something else that day. 7:52. I'm ready to go home. It was a journey that day, to say the least. Oh, funny. Your curse is working. Shella, you know, I'm nice to you. Yeah, that's the thing. It was also literally 7 a.m. I know. Like, I'm here, it's 7 a.m. I'm just trying to play Animal Crossing, and you're all telling me I'm gonna die. Like, I really... 7:52. I have seen Shella's Dino Shell so far, yeah. Yesterday, she called me a bad word over it. So, I did see it though. I saw the picture. That's actually not what she said. I'm telling a lie right now. Ooh, it's Sky. Anyway, she called me a bad word, so. In my DMs. It was quite rude. 7:53. The shell stressed you out for no reason. Yeah, I had a really hard time with the floor plan in the shell this time. I'm posting the video of the shell on YouTube, by the way, on Sunday. I recorded it today. It's going up on Sunday though, so. I did see Gluon's. Yeah, it was really good. He sent me a DM. He sent it to me on Discord so I could see it. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I'll show you it when we do the Shell Tour streams. Shella, you can't say that! Should I ban her? I might ban her. I censored it. Shella, do you know how many people... She's setting a bad example. People like type bad words in chat and censor it and we delete it and they're like, but I censored it. And we're like, too bad, it doesn't matter, you can't say that in my chat. And then Shella does it, and we're like, oh, it's fine. Shella is a bad example. Ooh. I don't think I've seen you yet. This is Cherry. We haven't seen Cherry yet, I don't think, in this whole hunt, so that's kind of fun. 54. I had to defend my honor. You know, Shella, you're over here cursing my hunt and everything. And now you say you have to defend your honor? Okay. I'm ready to go home. By the way, besties, 2 anti-vaxxers banned today in the span of the last couple minutes. I'm telling you, they come out of the woodwork. Like, did you not hear what I just said? I literally don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I wish to fly. 754 is right. Actually, don't put it up. I feel like you would think that they wouldn't like me, you know? Like, considering all of these conversations we've had, you'd think they wouldn't like me. And yet, it still happens. It was so funny, especially, I swear, the worst of it was like last year, because obviously vaccines kind of came out around this time last year. People were getting the vaccines around this time last year, at least in the US. And I obviously do the St. Jude charity event in May every year. And so couple like the COVID vaccines being sort of new with my St. Jude charity event and basing all of that off of my dad having cancer. And they're still coming to me and ranting at me. And like acting like I'm the bad person. Like, bestie, think about the context of the stream you're in. Like, I'm raising money for a children's hospital and talking about my dad's cancer. And you're surprised that we're like pro-vaccine here? Like, I know this is Tipper, by the way. Where do you think you are? I don't know, it's so funny. Like, anyway, you've come to the wrong place for that. So, okay. Do we ban Shella? No, but I probably should. Fun question. / poll. Ban Shella? Oh, I put yes as both the answers. No, I meant to put yes and no. It's open to the chat. Community, I pose this question to you. Should we ban her? Time for takeoff. Candidly, Caleb banned Dan. What now? Again? What did he do now? He didn't do anything before, but did Caleb ban Dan for another reason this time? It looks like, Shella, I'm sorry to say, about 80% of the chat, suggests that you be banned. Okay, no, Miv, you just saying just then that Caleb banned, like, all of us earlier reminded me of when... Sorry, I just banned Rochelle. I'm bringing her back. This one time, this streamer was being racist. Anyway, bad person. So, they didn't like it when I banned them in my chat over it. So they banned me and all of my mods, including my parents. No, I just think that's so funny. I like the concept of like them banning my mom because they didn't like that I called them out for being a bad person is just so amusing to me. And this is Biddy, by the way. But they even banned my parents, like my mom got banned. Anyway, Carlin confused. Sushi, thank you for the subs. Isn't that just so funny? I think it's because, well, they must have gone through like my whole mod list and banned everybody, which makes sense. I mean, you don't like me, so, but it's just like the fact that my mom was included in that. Bestie, I don't think my mom cares about you. I hate to say it. It's just really funny. They banned Concerned Ape! No, wait, because Concerned Ape is one of my mods. I don't know if they banned Concerned Ape. There's no way to tell. But, I modded Concerned Ape as a meme. He's the guy who made Stardew Valley. He's one of my mods, technically. Does he know that? No. But he is one of my mods. But does that mean if they didn't know that, they also banned him? Who is Shella? Oh, Shella's one of my friends. Rochella in the chat. Purple name in the chat right there. She's a good friend of mine. She also streams if you want to check out her channel ever. She plays a lot of Sims and stuff too. Apple! You got banned on TikTok Live for calling a flat earther a sheep. That's actually quite funny. You got banned, wait, you got banned in Ludwig's chat because his giveaway word, wait. His giveaway word was a bannable word and 5,000 of you got timed out for 24 hours? Wait, so he did like a, wait, what was his giveaway word? No, don't say it. What? Oh my god. Interesting. No, I'm not surprised that TikTok banned me for being under 13. And I was 21. So, and then I got unbanned, but only after like 6 weeks. So, I'm guessing that I'm guessing Ludwig made the word simp. That is the only word that would be a one. He probably did it when when Twitch added that to like the list of things. I'm guessing that's what it was. Anyway, that's Gail, right? Allie, sorry. That's what I would assume it was. But anyway, time to go. 7:58. Anyway, TikTok banned me for like 6 weeks for being under 13, so. I also made a video. This person posted a hate comment on my video. And so I responded to it with a video where I literally just looked at the camera. I just like showed it. I forget exactly what I said in it, but basically I just was like, look at this hate comment. And then my TikTok got taken down for bullying. For the record, it only, I had like not a lot of TikTok followers. So anyway, I got taken down for bullying, so. No, that's what I said. I said, wow, you're so funny. I literally said, no. I said, wow, you're so funny is what I said. And it was like some like misogynistic hate comment, and I went, wow, you're really funny. And then I got taken down for bullying. I said you were funny. I liked the joke. It might have been Thomas. Well, you're really funny, Thomas. That could be what I said. I don't know. That's Vic. But anyway, it got taken down for bullying. TikTok is not very good sometimes. Whatever. Now I just post Sims TikToks. And those don't get taken down. Although my TikTok of showing what happens when you woohoo in first person camera did get taken down and held for review for like a day. And then it got put back. Oh yeah, somebody commented on Miv's Instagram reel. Something like, I hate when women try to be funny. I hate when women try to be funny? Oh my god! Can you imagine saying something like that? What is wrong with you? I get a lot of comments like that in my Twitch chat, and sometimes when I see them, like when I see like out of pocket comments like that, I'll be like, wow, you're really edgy. And I'll like say their username. I'll be like, wow, you're really edgy, Thomas. That was a really edgy joke. I hope it makes them feel dumb for doing that. Wow, you're really edgy, Thomas. So that was such an edgy joke. That's Rory. Oops. I'm gonna dig up that little fossil quickly. Anyway, that's embarrassing. So, no, it probably is like a teenage boy, and they think they're being edgy, and that's embarrassing. So, anyway, Carlin and Confused, thank you for the subs. Okay, 760. Yeah, Samantha, I think we all know people who would say something like that, unfortunately. Land, I usually post the Bell Legacy on Mondays on my YouTube channel. Unless, like, something happens. For example, like, say they decide to drop, like, an SDX drop on a Monday, I'd probably push the Bell to Tuesday. Does that make sense? But for the most part, I post the Bell Legacy on Mondays on my YouTube channel, so. Like, I posted one the other day. I'll post one again this Monday, you know. So. Anyway, next, 760. We've almost been to 100 islands today. We started on 666, which is pretty good. It's not such terrible progress. Mini Cowplant, let me walk you through the green card interview again. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll tell the story again in a second. Oh! It's O'Hare. No, it's not. It's Doc. Why did I say that? I literally had Doc on my island for a long time. I just saw O'Hare like twice today. That's Doc, not O'Hare. I don't know why I said that. O'Hare's also a bunny, though. I literally had Doc on my island, so. Okay, anyway. Oh my god, that's the other thing. You saying Bitcoin. Oh, I have such a story for you. I like left parts out that I forgot about. Okay, the green card interview. So, my appointment was at 11:35. For this green card interview, you're meant to bring like evidence of your relationship to show them. So for example, I brought like some paperwork for when we bought the house because like it's in both of our names. So that's like, hey, look, we, you know, have joint assets. That's like a big thing, you know, stuff like that. I brought some pictures, stuff like that to show them. Well, I spent a long time compiling all these things. We get there. I get there at like 10:45 for my 11:35 appointment. You go in, you go through security. They like, you have to like put your stuff, like your bag in the little thingy and then walk through the metal detector, like, you know, airport security basically. And then you go like up to the front desk where you get checked in. The guy was like looking at our interview letter, calling us in, and then looking at Dan's passport. He took Dan's fingerprints again and took Dan's picture again, I think to compare to the ones from his biometrics a few months ago. And then we had to go sit down and just wait. The place is kind of like the DMV in the like amount of time you're there and the amount of people that are there. And they gave us like a number. We were 57. And we're sitting there, and when we sat down, they had just called number 31. And then they called 33, and then they called like 42, and we were like, oh, what the heck? And they kept going back and forth but we sat there for literally hours. 4 hours. We were sitting there waiting. They started, then like they call 50 and then they call number 29. Like they were like the numbers were way not a number. We were there for like 4 hours though, okay? Finally, he's like 57 and we're like, yes, it's time. We walk up and he's like, oh, can I see your interview letter? Which is like a letter they send you to tell you when to come. Who was that? I didn't even look. Did anybody see? Can we clip it and look? I wasn't looking at all. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember. Somebody clip it. Anyway, we didn't see. We didn't even see. It wasn't tangy. It wasn't tangy. It wasn't tangy. Shut up. Somebody clip it. We had to have seen. If you get, somebody clip it, please. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm talking. So we get there, he calls us up, he's like, can I see your letter? And we're like, oh, here it is. And then he was like, that's what I thought. Okay, someone is gonna call you back in a few minutes to tell you like what they're gonna do. Right? And we're like, what? No one else had that happen. No, send a link to a mod. They'll put it in the chat. Anyway, so we're like, sorry, you're gonna send us back? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who is this? This is Sterling. Send the clip to a mod. Oh, Christine clipped it. So we're like freaking out. We've been here for 4 hours. We've been here literally for 4 hours. They call us and they're like, never mind, go back and sit down. And we're like, what the heck is going on? So we wait for minutes and 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 minutes. And then, sorry, I'm like looking at this and I'm not seeing it. We wait for minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. And then, maybe it was Dobie? There's gray feet. It wasn't Tangy. I couldn't tell you. It wasn't Tangy though. I kind of flopped that, so. I didn't even go across. Anyway, it wasn't Tangy. Just say it was Dobie. Anyway, who was on this one? Doc? Dobie's on my card? Dobie's on my card? Bingo! Oh, it was Sterling. Okay, Dobie and then Sterling. We just saw Sterling. That was 761. Anyway, that's Dobie. I got on my card. Okay, next 762. Anyway, so they tell us like, oh, that's what I thought. Like, go sit back down. Like, someone else is going to call you back up in a second. So Dan and I are sitting there. We've been here for 4 hours. We're panicking because they've, like, done this weird thing to us before calling us up for the interview that didn't happen to anybody else. As we're sitting down, they call up, like, people after us, like 58, 59, 60, 61. And we're like, what the heck? They're all going back and doing their interviews, and they're fine. So what's wrong with ours? Like, why? What's going on? At this point, now it's been like 45 minutes. The people who went in after us have now come out and finished their interviews. And the guy finally comes back and he's like, okay, we're back, we're good to go. And then he was like basically saying how they were having some technical problems and they were having issues like loading in certain people's cases, and like the whole website was like really struggling. And so they were like super behind, hence why it was 4 hours after our appointment. This is Coach. So they were just having a really bad day. Like, they had to call in people that were off work that day to come help with interviews because it was, like, so slow because they were having all these tech problems. Well, they couldn't open our file, basically. So they thought they were going to have to just send us home and, like, waive the interview. But they managed to get it open, which is why they called us back to actually do the interview. Oh, my God, it was so stressful. Anyway, so, we're there. We go in, we do the interview. It was very casual, like very different than I was expecting. I had heard that it was kind of casual, but I thought he was gonna like actually ask us questions. He didn't really. Most of it was just him like going through our case file and like talking out loud through it himself. Like, and then he would look, so for example, we had to bring like our original birth certificates, both mine and Dan's, and then he compared them to the ones that we had like in the file, the copies of it. And so he was looking at that. Most of it was just him talking about stuff like that. At one point, his wife called, and he answered the phone and, like, talked to her for a bit, and then was like, oh, yeah, sorry, we bought a car, and, like, we were doing an inspection on it, so she was just telling me about it. Like, he answered the phone in the middle of it, like, and then he found out I was a YouTuber, and he was like, oh, do you know anything about crypto? And I was like, not really. And he was like, yeah, this NFT business is so weird, I don't really get it. And I was like, yeah, me neither. And he like started trying to ask me about crypto, but like neither of us wanted to talk about it or knew about it, so it kind of stopped. But like, it was just so weird and casual. And then at the end, he basically was like, if I approve you, like it'll be updated in the system soon, and then you'll get the green card in like a month. And then we left, and it was, I don't know. But he barely even took my stuff. Like, I made all of these, I had all this paperwork. Like, I did show him, I, like, told him what I had brought, even though he didn't ask for it. Because at one point he asked, like, if we needed to update the address. And then I was like, yeah, we bought a house. We haven't moved into it yet, but we bought a house this year. And then I was like, I brought some paperwork from it. And he was like, oh, yeah, I can take that if you want. And I was like, yes, please, put it in the file. But I brought, like, all this stuff for them. And same thing, I, like, brought a bunch of photos, and then he didn't even look at them. I just, like, at the end, I was like, I also have all these photos, and he was like, oh, do you want me to scan those in, too? And I was like, yes, please. And then I was like, you can keep them. And then he was like, okay. But he didn't even look. That was 765. Yeah, my inventory was full. I couldn't keep the fossil Annie. See? It wouldn't let me. Anyway, it was just really bizarre, the whole thing. And he didn't, like, explicitly say we were approved, but he also said, he said a couple weird things. I don't want to get him in trouble, but, like, he was talking about how he thought Dan and I seemed very normal and like had good chemistry, and he like wasn't worried about us. Basically, he told us that, so that made me feel better. And then he was like, I shouldn't say this, but like the couple before you guys, I don't know about them. Like he said like a comment about them, the people before us, and how like, oh, I don't know about, like he like was like, I shouldn't say it, but, and said that. And then Dan was like, yeah, I didn't really think it was possible to have like that much fraud. That's really interesting. And then the guy was like, yeah, I probably interview like 10 to 12 people a day, and I'd say about 3 are fraudulent. First of all, that is shocking, by the way. But that's interesting. That's tea. I'll take it. This is Leonardo, by the way. But yeah, apparently that many. I don't know. How could he be sure? Well, it's his job to be sure. His job is to interview people and look at their cases. He looks at a lot of cases. I assume he knows. I don't think that he's like accusing people for no reason. I mean, they're looking in particular for, like, for example, people that are not actually together and like just like got married to a friend to help them get a green card, or people that like have like mail order bride stuff and like human trafficking. They're looking for things like that. When they do the interviews, that's like their big concern. That's his job, is to spot that. And I assume he's pretty good at that. I assume that he knows like what to look for those such things. There's definitely signs to look for those sort of things. But like that's what they're looking for when it comes to fraud like that. So I don't know. It was kind of weird though. The whole thing was really weird. The whole interview was like not what I was expecting. So then we left. And he didn't like say we were approved. He just was like, he kept saying, if I approve you today, it'll update soon in the case status. So I don't know. This is Caesar. But anyway, it was scary. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess if he didn't want to see our documents that much, like he probably felt like we were good, but I don't know. You seem genuine, but I might change my mind later. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really worried about us in the first place. I was more worried about like if he asked me a question and I like stumbled and then he like thought I was suspicious because of it. You know, like I was just worried about that. Like I know that I'm not suspicious, but like what if they think I am? Well, Acacia, he does have to look at documents and ask questions. And keep in mind, he didn't look at the extra things that I brought, but like they've been looking at my case this whole time. Like I already sent them a lot of this stuff. Like for example, I had to bring my birth certificates and stuff, but they already had that. Like so like they already had evidence. They were just looking at, like I had the opportunity to bring more yesterday, you know? So it isn't like they just didn't look at anything. I mean, they've been looking at stuff for 2 years. We first applied in February of 2020. You know, like they've had a lot of time to try and catch people out for things, and then they want to meet you in person to judge. I don't know. I want to trust the process. Because it makes you feel better to trust the process, right? But it was weird. It was certainly weird. That's Coach again. Birth certificates plural. Yeah, like mine and Dan's. One for each of us. So, certificates plural. They do like background checks and stuff too. It's kind of wild. They've spent a lot of time looking at us. So that's the thing. If you're not doing anything fraudulent, you probably don't have anything to worry about. That's the thing. I don't know. And they see a lot of cases that are like actually kind of weird. Like you think about 90 Day Fiancé and the kind of people that come onto that. It's like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of weird that your new wife is younger than your kids. Like that kind of thing is probably more what they're like looking at, you know, like they want to see like, are you actually together? You know, like is this normal? Because you can be in a relationship, sure, but like that's definitely more of a red flag than like some other relationships, right? But anyway, 768. Hello. This is pecan again. Yeah, I worry about the interviewers possibly being racist and or homophobic as well. But you would hope that that isn't the case. But I worry about that too, about that happening. Unfortunately, it's probably hard to avoid. That's kind of the reality of the world, unfortunately. But yeah, I worry about that too. So, all right, 769. Oh, you did a letter with the date for your green card interview? How far away is it, Kira? I'm curious about that because ours was like a month out when we got the letter. So is yours like a similar date away? 769, that's a good number. So, that's the thing, they can't just deny you for no reason, right? It's not like they're the only person who makes the final decision either. So, it's not like one person is gonna ruin it for you, which is good. There's, like, the whole process has been done by a lot of different people over the course of the time, so. Hazel, thank you for the 12-month resub. And Looking Past, thank you for the Prime sub. Tuck with the 14 months. Oh my god. This is Tex, right? Yeah. Also a T name, but not Tangy. God. But yeah, I'm not super familiar with like how the process works. It's weird too because not a lot of people talk about it. Like, I'm gonna write, there's like visa forums and stuff, like Visa Journey and things, and I plan on writing like a pretty comprehensive review about what happened at the interview. Just because, like, one, there's like none on the Orlando page at all, which is annoying, and not helpful because you want to like I want to be told like what questions are they gonna ask, you know? Because when Dan did his interview at the embassy in London, people had written a ton of stuff. Like they had written like really detailed, like, hey, I came in, they asked me this question at the front desk, then I went and waited for 25 minutes, they called me up for the first thing, went back and sat down, they asked me like this, and this, I had to show them this, and this. Like people write, it's nice to have like really well thought out, long written like descriptions of what exactly to expect, and there's none of that for the Orlando page, which is kind of annoying. And so, like, I'll probably write one. Same thing, like, when Dan went, there wasn't a lot for London that were about what happens during COVID. Like, there was a lot from, like, over the years, but not a lot, this is kid, not a lot from during COVID. And obviously, COVID had sort of changed what was going on at the embassy. So, we wrote, like, we tried to explain, like, all that was going on, just so that people who had interviews after us would know what to expect more easily. I intend to hopefully write something like that too, probably tonight actually. I wasn't gonna do it yesterday, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't emotionally prepared, I was too stressed out, so. No, I don't think our experience was typical. It didn't help that they were having tech problems yesterday. I've never seen anyone have to wait that long. Only one person said how long they had to wait on the Orlando page, and there was others for like the other websites, or the other like USCIS offices, but the person who listed it said they had to wait an hour and a half. We waited 4 hours though. So that's certainly abnormal. Certainly abnormal. But anyway, I should get off stream. Why? I'm gonna get off stream somewhat soon. I'm gonna do a couple more islands though. And then I have to get ready to go see my grandma, so. Come on, Tangy. 771. Oh, hello. I like you. This is Freya. The interview itself was like almost 30 minutes. But like I said, he wasn't necessarily asking us questions the whole time. A lot of it was like him going through the case file and like talking out loud or like talking about other things while he was looking at it. Like, just wasn't silent in there. Like, he was, for example, like while he was looking at our birth certificates and like comparing them to the ones that they had seen the copies of, he was just like talking to us. And trying to, like, I assume probably just trying to get a feel for us. I don't know. But for the most part, it was like him, like, talking out loud as he was going through the case. He was, like, looking at our application that had already been looked at, but, like, looking at it again and, like, talking about it, basically. So, I don't know. Okay. 772. Anyway. Yeah, they want to see, like, your behavior and stuff, too. I don't know, it's so weird. I wonder what kind of training they get. We have to do it again as well. We have to do it again in 2 years, because the green card he's going to get now is going to be a 2-year temporary green card, like a conditional one, basically. And then in 2 years, we have to go back and then apply for the 10-year unconditional green card. So we're going to have to do it again. But at least not for a couple years, which helps. Hey, Sammy, thank you for the Prime sub. 772. And it's Naomi. Okay. Talisha, in the 10 years, he's probably going to apply to become a citizen. So at that point, we won't have to do it again after the 10 years. What happens to those who don't get approved? I haven't really heard any stories of that at this point, Rochelle. That's the thing. Like, I never see anybody online talking about getting denied at the green card interview. Because if they're going to deny you, they probably would have caught it sooner. I know he said that there was, like, fraud cases, but everyone I've seen, they don't usually get this far and then get denied. Like, for the most part, if they're going to deny you, they catch something, like, in your application. So, permit usually comes without interview. They can randomly call you in. I haven't really seen people talk about stuff like that, but interesting. We'll see. Maybe people that I've been talking to had to do an interview, and that's why I assumed that, but anyway. Yeah, in 2 years, they want to see that you're still together, because this one is a conditional green card, so, like, if we were to break up, they would, like, take it away from him. But after the 10-year one, it's not conditional, so he could just stay if we broke up still. Hello, Gruff. Would think the fraud cases aren't writing about it online, though. Well, maybe. Maybe the fraud cases aren't on the visa forums. I guess that's possible, actually. The people that are, like, being illegal on purpose maybe aren't talking on the forums. I don't know. I mean, you'd be surprised. Some people, like, that I see post on the forums, I'm like, why are you admitting to this? Why are you saying that? But I guess that's true. People post some wild things on the forums. That was Gruff just then. Now we're on 774. So. The guy in the office just watching this stream. I mean, he might be. I hope not. I hope not. That would be bad. He was nice. He was nice. I loved him. He was great. Anyway, I quite enjoy the visa forum. People post some wild things. Especially, like, they'll try and post stuff. The most often thing I see, like, the #1 requirement of the K1 visa is that you've met in person at least once, basically. Like, you have to, there's no way around it, have to meet in person at least once. You can't just, like, petition anybody you haven't met for the K1 visa. You have to, like, prove that you've met. They'll want to see, like, give me your boarding pass, like, your hotel receipt, like, prove to me that you've met in person at least once. That's, like, a #1 requirement. So many people are like, can we just do it without that? Can we, like, get around that? No, that's, like, the #1 requirement. And the other thing they'll do that is, like, actually so concerning, I guess there's 2 requirements. You have to have met in person, and you can't be already married, like, to someone else or to them. You can't have the K1 visa if you're married, because it's a fiancé visa. If you're married, you file for the spousal visa. So people will, like, get married while still waiting for the K1 and then be like, can we just like get married now and then get the K1 and then come and then file? No. If they find out you're married, they're gonna cancel your visa. They're gonna like throw out your application. You can't do that. Why would you do that? That's like that's a horrible idea. Now you have to file again, like with the spousal visa. Not a good idea at all. But then they'll like post on the forums and be like, how can I get around this? And they're like, oh, bestie, you've made a big mistake. This is Spike, by the way. Anyway, I just like, now you have to start over with the whole process, which is concerning. But, and then they'll be like, oh, how will they know? You really want to like, one, they're gonna find out. And two, you're really gonna like, take that risk? Oh yeah, I mean, I agree, Amber. There's a lot of dumb rules involved. Like, while you were renewing your work visa in England, you couldn't leave the country. Yeah, that's really dumb. They make it very difficult for you. But like, I don't know. Some of the rules, for example, having met at least once before you file for a marriage visa. I hate to say it, besties, but I think that one's reasonable. I think that's actually in your best interest. You really, really shouldn't get married to someone that you've never met. I hate to say it, but I think that's maybe a good thing. You should meet at least once. That is probably gonna help you. So, but yeah, and same thing, you probably shouldn't move to a different country for a person you've never met. They can hide things, you know? Yeah, Amber, that's horrible. Ooh, Whitney. I didn't realize that it took that long. That's actually really bad. All right, 777 we are on. This might be my last island then. That's true. I guess for a while they probably would have been easier for them to get away with like the government not knowing if you were married to someone else. But anyway, I want to fly. 777. All right, this is a good number. There's a show called Married at First Sight where they literally do that. I've heard of that show. Is that really what happens? Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess people do that to file for spousal visas. I will say, if I were to do it all over again, I probably would have filed for the spousal visa instead of the K1 visa. But when we filed it, the K1 was supposed to be faster. Then COVID happened, so it wasn't faster. But Dan and I had been together for years at the time, so like it wasn't, you know. Oh my god, it's Vic. But people do that, especially like during COVID. When there was still travel bans and stuff, people were like flying to third countries to meet up. Like, say you couldn't fly from the UK to the US. Like, I'll give like Dan and I as an example. Say if for some reason Dan and I wanted to like void our K1 application and just get married and like file for a spousal visa and start over, we would like, so he couldn't have come here because there was a travel ban still, and I couldn't have gone there. We couldn't get married in the UK because you have to, it takes longer in the UK. You have to like be there for like a month and to like file, like say you're gonna do it and then wait like a month and then do it. In the US it's like 3 days. Here it's 3 days for the marriage license in Florida. So we couldn't really do it there. So a lot of people would, like, for example, maybe there was no travel bans for both your countries in Mexico. So they would both go to Mexico, get married in Mexico, and then file for a spousal visa. But, like, that is very complicated. So. Oh, Janessa, I am so sorry to hear that. That is so scary. I can't even imagine. That's, like, absurd. Were they able to appeal it at all? Anyway, people were doing that when the K1s were not being processed during COVID. But then they started processing them again, so it's okay now. But 9 days residency to give notice to marry, then you have to have the notice up for 29 days, then you can marry. Yeah, exactly. It's like it takes way longer to do it there. But here you can do it way more easily. It's actually interesting. I learned this recently. In Florida, if you're a Florida resident, you have to apply for the marriage license, then wait 3 days to actually get married. But if you're from out of state, you can get it same day and marry same day, because people come here on vacation to get married. Like, they'll come to Disney or come to, you know, the coast or whatever to get married. So if you're from out of state, you can apply for the marriage license on the same day, and then get married that same day, but not if you live here. So interesting. Yeah, it's January 7th because I had to time travel backwards so I could go forward and kick someone out. It's like a whole thing. But anyway, it's a weird distinction. I don't know what it's like in other states. I know it's different in like every state, but... And like, obviously, in Vegas, you can do it same day. People, you know, you hear about Vegas, like, weddings just... Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's the thing. With the K1, you have to have enough money when you adjust status. You have to prove to them that you make over a certain amount of money when you adjust status. With like you have to like file like a support document basically, and like give them your tax documents so that they can know how much money you make. They want to know that you can support the two of you, basically. So you have to file a document to prove that. I'm sorry that they didn't think they had enough. That's really, really frustrating, especially if they did. But anyway, that's really stressful. I can't even imagine. There was a chapel, not how you say that, in Vegas. It's like real. Yeah, that's so interesting. I mean, I feel like people make fun of Vegas weddings, but I think most people that do stuff like that probably planned it. I know a lot of people, like a lot of the visa people I know, for example, I guess in California, there was like a big backlog with getting marriage certificates back to people. Like, after they got married, it was taking a long time to get them back to you. And you needed it fast, obviously, because you need to file your adjustment of status. And so a lot of them were getting married in Vegas on purpose to, like, get it faster because you needed it for the visa. You got married in Vegas, you had a rush the day before? Interesting. So how do they do the drive-through ones then? Parents got married in Vegas, planned for a month? Exactly. Like, they just do it for fun, you know? Dan and I joked about, like, eloping in Vegas, but that was too much. Just do it here. But we did joke about that, though. Thought it would be funny. But anyway. Anyway, hey, Astern and Monster and Sammy and Groovy and Punk, thank you all for the subs. I'm probably going to get off stream here in a second. I need to get ready. I have to, like, pack. Well, I already packed, but I have to, like, get my stuff in the car and things because I'm going to see my grandma tonight. I'm driving there tonight with my parents. So I probably should leave you all soon. But this has been fun. I've enjoyed chatting with you all, and I've enjoyed not finding Tangy. That was a lie. Did you catch on? I didn't actually enjoy not finding Tangy. Anyway, have the best weekend. I'll catch you all on Monday. I'm sorry I can't stream this weekend. I just, you know, I'm going to see my grandma, so I will go find somebody to raid. I will not raid Candidly Kayla. I won't put her through that, although she is washing her dishes. I don't want to raid her because I don't want her stream to have to go on longer. I want the poor girl to be able to get off stream, so I won't raid her, but she's cleaning her kitchen. I love it. I will raid someone who is playing something. Maybe, you know, we haven't raided Zephyrin in a while. She's playing The Sims 4. That could be fun. Should we go there? I like it. I like it. Anyway, I'll catch you all on Monday. Have the best weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go say hi to Zeph for me. And I will see you all later. Yes? Anyway, I love you all. Have a wonderful evening. Say hi to Zeph. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Okay. Goodbye. And stop streaming.